Welcome to the stream. I have not put on the game yet, but just letting you know right now, I'm not sure how far we're going to be getting into this game. But as you can see on the screen, there will be potential gore, blood, and usage of mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are pretty much just robot mosquitoes. It's pretty cool, but also potentially upsetting for some people. You can barely see them on the screen. They're literally just dots on there, but I figured I should warn you anyways. But yeah, I will be booting up the game, and we will be running those Policenauts. Let's continue that game. Memory card 1. 7 hours and 54 minutes into Act 2. Can we get that previously on screen, please? File loaded. Summary screen? Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to see. Former Policenaut Jonathan searches for Kenzo Hojo at the request of his ex-wife, Lorraine. Jonathan and Ed visit the Tokugawa building, where they get in a heated argument with Tokugawa. Although it appears as if they fail to obtain anything, Jonathan believes their actions will provoke a response. Very helpful of them to have this. Act 2. Astronauts. Rent is easier to manage. Oh, man. This is a really nice little quaint theme. Is this part of your house too? That's the house on the other side. I'd like that one better, to be honest with you. Houses here are built as close as they can get them to each other, like in England, and just generally in Europe, I believe. As you know, Beyond is shaped like a cylinder, so if your house doesn't face the central axis, your neighbors will be able to see inside since their houses are positioned higher up. Oh, that's fucked up, bro. Your neighbors can see inside your house. You don't like to see that. Nice trees you've got. Those trees are public property. They're a part of the Celeste. They don't belong to me. Yeah, I see the control plates. It's up to us to maintain them. One of our duties as Beyonds. What about this one? That house belongs to this nice elderly couple. The layout of their place is the same as mine. Their front door is on the other side. You have a nice blue house, Ed. These look like the houses you find in San Francisco. This is the standard type of house for residential lots here. It doesn't have a garden, but we do have 2 floors. I still have 5 years left on my mortgage. Oh boy, Ed. You can't make the lots that big since the surface of the colony isn't completely flat. That's why they're like the houses you see in San Francisco with all its hills. All I have to show for all these years is this shack. Oh, Ed. You're doing good. You're doing fine. You're showing... You got a good show for yourself. No, Ed, no. That house is so close to mine, they're almost touching. The biggest luxury on the colony is space. Funny enough, you're in space, you don't have a lot of it. Okay, let's go in. Can we head in? Please. Entrance says a lot about a house, don't you think? That's the front porch. I remodeled the entrance myself. You call this a porch? Jonathan, be nice! Let's go inside. Huh? Oh, huh? Hello? Hello? Hi.
ゼロ時体操の練習だったのか？
新しいユニフォームなの。どう？
ちょっと見えすぎじゃないのか。
A bit.
もうそんなことばっかり。素材が決め手なのよ。流行の天然複合新素材。汗の吸収力がいいんだって。
俺は中身の方が興味。
Jonathan.
ほら、ジョナサン。
Yeah, Ed,
そう
get
だ
him.
ぞ。
Get his ass.
パパ、こちらは？お客さん？
ああ、今日はパパの古い友人を連れてきた。夕食の用意大丈夫か？
ええ、いつも多めに作ってるから。足りなかったらパパの分減らすわね。
勝手にしてくれ。
アナです。
Hmm.
ジョナサン・イングラムだ。よろしく。
ジョナサン、あなたが。パパからよく聞いてるわ。
マーク、パパの友達のジョナサンだ。挨
Mark,
拶は？
please. Oh, Mark, no.
気を悪くせんでくれ。
He's shy.
マークは精神的な病気なんだ。言葉を持たん。自閉症のようにな。
He's shy. Leave him
さ
alone.
あな、着替えて飯の支度を頼む。
そうね。このユニフォーム、1時以下で試着してると疲れるの。ま
残念だな。脱いじゃうのか？
あ、パパの友達は理解があるわ。
You didn't miss
Anna,
anything, really.
早くして
All
く
we
れ。
did was just go
わ
through
か
like
ったわ。
the summary of the previous act.
親を
We looked at Ed's house from the outside a little bit, and we got introduced to I think her name's Anne.
いい子じゃないか。
Anne and Mark.
さあ、ジョナサン、ゆっくりしてくれ。
Hi, Ed. We can see you now. I can click on you, Ed. But yeah, like the reason why she was dressed was like that was because she's a gymnast, and that's like a space outfit. Who knows? Anyways, you really fit the family man image. Hey, thanks. That means a lot from you. Come on, man, don't stare at me like that. You're getting shy. What's up? Ask about... Yeah, Anna. She really is a nice kid. I'm so proud of her. I know I can count on her. She takes after her mother. She's been bugging me for that bag on that chair there, so I finally caved. Oh, bag? Oh, the one on the blue chair like next to the lamp. They go for a lot, but it was the least I could do. See that poster on the wall? She's pretty good at zero-G gymnastics. She gets her athleticism from me. More about Anna? She does everything around the house now that Catherine's gone. I owe her a lot. Uh-huh. Can we talk about Mark?
マークはエドの？
見ての通り、マークは肌の色が違う。俺の子じゃない。マークは養子なんだよ。
He adopted Mark. So what's up with that? Not that you need a reason, but
マ
like,
ークはある事
curious.
件の生存者なんだ。
Aw.
その時に本当の両親を失っている。
そうだったのか。
Can we talk about the incident?
キャサリンが亡くなった暑い年だった。ナーク中毒者が正気を失って
Uh-oh.
家族を襲うという事件が起きた。中毒者は自分の妻をナイフでめった突きにし、
Also, is the
息子
game
まで
volume
巻き添えにし
okay?
ようとした。俺は現場に居合わせ、その子を守るために男を射殺
Oh,
した。
poor little Mark.
その子の目前で。ああ、俺はあの時から銃を
That's
抜
why
け
he
なくな
hasn't
ったん
used
だ。
a gun. It's
デ
just
カ
like
とし
in
ては命取りだよ。
it's not lethal weapon. What's the one that one movie that happens during Christmas? It's not Top Gun either. What the fuck? This guy was barefoot. I completely forgot the name of it. It's like it has Alan Rickman in it too. It's a really good movie. I liked it a lot. But it's like the cop who was helping the main character out in that movie. Same plot. Same story. Same them. But like understandably so. So what's Mark's deal?
マークはあの事件のショックで口が聞けなくなった。両親が目前で殺されたんだ。あの子のショックは相当なものだったに違いない。
さっき自閉症とか言ってたが、精神的なショックでは自閉症にならないんじゃ。
ああ、正確に言うと自閉症ではないんだ。わかりやすいと思ってな。緘黙症とか言うらしい。無理に話そうとすると痙攣するんだ。
Oh.
無言症とも言われるらしいが、マークは言葉では自分を表現できないんだ。マークは一日中絵を描いてるか、古い映画を見ているかだ。
マークとはうまくいってるのか？
いや、俺のことを父親としては見てくれてないだろう。
そうなのか。
マークは
No.
俺を憎んでる。
エド、
No
い
way,
つかは心を
no.
開いてくれるさ。
そう思いたい。しかし、マークは
焦ることはないじゃないか。時間をかければ話せるようになるさ。
To be fair, it was a pretty traumatic experience he went through.
マークを
愛してる。
Oh.
なら気長に待つことだ。
Oh, before we get shoved out, shoved out into the into the kitchen. That's a solar chandelier Catherine bought. It draws in sunlight during the day, makes the room a little brighter. You can still use it at night, of course. Uh-huh, cool. Window. You can't see outside for the house at the back. This house was cheaper since it doesn't face the central axis. Not much of a view, but what can I do? A central axis house costs a fortune. Couch. Those are ordinary sofas. No chaos systems or anything in them. Wish I had something nicer to show people. Your house looks just fine, Ed. Don't worry about it. I had this lamp since I lived on home. You know me, I'm a bit of a pack rat. I had no real reason for bringing it here. I've just never been one to throw things away. I feel that, Ed. This is the last bulb. They don't make this type anymore. When it's done, this thing's finished. Oh, cool lamp though. Look, a bag.
アナの誕生日に買ってやったんだ。あの有名な LS の超高級バッグだ。
It is.
そういえばロレインも持っていたな。
This is the in thing, apparently. I don't have a clue when it comes to this stuff. I don't know a damn thing about fashion. You can see it says Edis on it. It's the real thing. Ellis is based on Beyond, so they're a little cheaper to buy here than home. They're a popular item among tourists. You get a lot of counterfeits. Floating around these days. I really missed those days. Everything just felt so right. I've got this picture too. You made a copy of it for me. Look at that stud. Stud. Look at you. You look like you walked straight out of the photo. You've been wearing the same outfit for 28 years, Jonathan. What the fuck? Your Jonathan looks gender non-conforming as fuck. Look at that mullet. No, we're not looking at Ed. We're looking at his mullet. Stinky man. Stinky man, I guess. This man. Well, I mean, he does smoke, so. He does smoke. He is kind of stinky when you think about it. Man, I'm dying of hunger here. Don't worry about it, Ed. We're gonna get to it. Look. Oh, hey, what's this?
マークの描いた絵だ。この絵はコンクールで入賞したんだ。
何で描いた？
おう、子供用のグラフィックノートだ。ピクノ8。
Hunger.
これはそのデータをプリントアウトしたものだ。
Print out of the
し
file.
かしこの風景は地球のものらしい。
He has some very good drawing skills for like a kid who's like what, like 7 years old, 8 years old, 6 perhaps. I don't even know how old he is. Why are we at Steve Harvey's house? I just got okay. This is meant to be Mark. That's what his doctor says. Looks like he's trying to tell you something. Is this a horse? It's got wings. Is it a Pegasus? I don't know what this is, man. Is this pig flying? What the fuck? This is the moon. It's a crescent moon. These are airplanes. You don't see planes here. Mark isn't from home, but he does watch old movies. This definitely does look like a giraffe up here. That doesn't really look like Mark, but you know, it's, creative liberties. These look like skyscrapers, judging from their size relative to the mountains anyway. Mountains. Wonder which ones they're supposed to be. These are some kind of trees. They look like the ones from home, like pine trees. You don't get trees this size on Beyond. No Christmas trees for you. See? Yeah, he's making a comment on it.
すべて地球のものだ。
そうなんだ。マークの想像がなんだが、マークは一度もホームに行ったことがないんだ。まあ、20世紀の古い映画の影響だと思うんだが。
マークのような子は地球で療養した方がい
He
いのかも
wanna
しれない
go home.
そうかもな。
You could be right. You could be right. I am right. Ed, move back to home with me. Ed, please. Please, Ed, you're my partner. It's late tonight. I wonder what's taking so long. It's because we're looking at everything in your house, man. We can't go into the kitchen until we're done examining everything in your home. You know the rules. Oh, hello. We had this poster made from a photo of Anna. This was when she came in second in the ribbon event at a 0G gymnastics competition. Look, I'll be honest, she looks kind of cool. Nice looking girl, isn't she? Good thing she didn't get her looks from you. That would be one fugly poster. That dates this translation pretty damn well. Who the fuck uses fugly anymore? You'll be here all week, huh? You fucking jokester. Her entire booty ass is out. I'm going to try and ignore that. This is the ribbon you use in the ribbon event. It's designed to open up in 0 gravity. What do you mean open up? What do you mean open up? Hey, look, feet pics. I'm not gonna click on that. I'm not gonna examine the rest of this. Nice hair. I'm going away now. Let's look at this other picture. We cannot be observing these things. That's my wife, Catherine. She passed away 5 years ago. Aw. Not here. Not here. Hey, she looks like she has grape earrings. Zach showed me a pair of these earrings before, I think. Cute. I liked her hair. She was a quarter white. That's why her hair wasn't that curly. I mean, you can have, like, not so very curly hair if, like, even if you are just, like, 100% black. I don't know if Kojima knows this, though, so... She has purple lipstick. She really turned some heads back in her day. I can see why. She's a very pretty lady. Those were her favorite earrings. Anna has them now. Aww. She looks like a very nice woman. I couldn't do anything for her. Oh, Ed, oh no. I promised her we'd take a nice long trip to home after I retired, just the two of us. No! What happened? Ed, no! No. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. We need to give Ed a hug. We need to give our partner a hug. Jonathan, give him a hug. You're legally obligated to give him a hug. Take a seat if you want. It's late tonight. I wonder what's taking so long. Because I need to question you on more things. Take a seat. Let's talk about Mark's drawing. I gave Mark a tablet PC to try and give him a way to express himself. You gave him a tablet. Cool. Wait, did tablets exist back in 1996? Maybe. I perhaps. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been keeping up with technology trends. I know that floppy disks were still a thing back then, so I don't know. It's not. Sounds like a good idea. That's quite a picture he drew. She's the reason I stuck it out here. I miss her every single day. Oh, Ed! You saw her picture? Didn't think I'd find a pretty girl to marry me, did you? You didn't think I'd find a pretty lady who'd like me, huh? You thought I'd be alone just with you my entire life, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, I bet you did. I met her at BCP. She was a cop, too. One day she comes along and gives me a ticket for parking in front of the station. You met your wife because of a parking ticket? I always hoped you'd get to meet her. She was a great woman. Ah! No, Ed! Oof. Oof, ouch, my heart. Man, I'm dying of hunger here. Ed! It's so strange to have these like dialogue bits like pop up every once in a while. Like he's talking about his deceased wife and he's like, man, I'm hungry. Man, I'm starving. I'm so hungry. After we got married and had Anna, she quit her job and started working part-time in a weightless area. She eventually developed kidney stones because of it. What? Part of the calcium that your bones lose in the weightlessness collects in the kidneys. Really? Huh. Oof, ouch, my kidney stones. How do you treat something like that? The only thing they could do for her was a kidney transplant. Oh, organ transplants, huh? We're gonna go back to that? Time is a flat circle. But there was a real shortage of organs back then, even more than today. 80% of people on the waiting list died before a donor was found. Lord, have mercy. It must have been terrible to have her die waiting for a transplant. It's late tonight. I wonder what's taking so long. I like to think that Ed just like cut that little thought just short. I know that this is one of his auto-generated dialogues, but like I like to think that Ed is just like, okay, we're not talking about this anymore. Oh, dinner's finally ready. I can show Ed the shit that I've been showing to everyone else? He's been with me. He knows these things. He's seen me show other people these photos. I'm still gonna show them to him. Hojo's photo. Where in the world could he be? This is like the fucking like. This is like the attorney's badge, the lawyer's badge in Ace Attorney. Like, you've shown me that 5 times, Phoenix. Why do you keep showing me your badge? Those were the best days of my life, no doubt. Being a Policenaut. Amazing, it's already been 30 years. We probably shouldn't take it out when other people are around. Yeah, we shouldn't take out the ID card. That's bad. Yeah. It's like, what? Hey, why do you have this ID card of someone who's not here? Wait a minute, isn't this the guy who's missing? Why do you have his ID card? It's like, I can explain. We literally just found it on top of his desk when we went to his house, but it's very suspicious looking. Oh yeah, that's something that they should get research on the forefront. You think they're trying to get them all biological? I do think that they're trying to get all of the organs biological. They're trying to get, like, real people donors, and I don't know if they will be willing to use, like, frozeners for that, as grim as that sounds. I think they want, like, 100% normal humans, but they've made such, like, a strange distinction between frozeners and normal humans that they might as well just be a different type of human. Advanced human. Steaming food. They don't even think about cool robot parts for people. Damn. What is this? What is this? That's calcium milk. One of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' functional foods. It's got casein, phosphate. Oh my god, Kojima. It's got casein phosphopeptides in it, so it's a good source of calcium. I say milk, but it's actually soy milk. You think we have cows here? We don't. It's very high in calcium. Why don't you have some? I will drink the calcium milk. Drank. He drinks it without... Okay. No, ain't it? You good, Jonathan? No, he's not. He's going through like the 5 stages of grief here over like fucking soy milk. Is this caviar? Yeah, but those aren't sturgeon eggs. That's artificial caviar made from seaweed. And does not like the space milk. Don't worry, it tastes the same. You mean that kind made with sodium alginate or whatever? It's caviar, feel free to have some. I will eat some.
キャビアか。
I will have some caviar as treat. I love that he's like, I'm gonna eat this, and his model doesn't fucking move. Oh, he doesn't like the caviar either.
これがキャビアか。
Oh, his fucking voice! By the way, is the volume good? Please, I hope the volume's okay. That's a soybean and seaweed stew. Okay, that one does not actually sound very appetizing. If he doesn't like this one, I don't blame him. It's full of calcium. Go ahead, have as much as you'd like. I have made way too much and I know my family ain't gonna eat it. Please, please, eat up, eat up. Eat. Consume.
どれ食べてみよ
Nom nom. He doesn't like that either. Is there anything he'll like?
う。なんだこの味。
Nobody deserves to experience
Matsui.
this. He did say Matsui, so he's like, this is terrible. This is terrible. Why are you making me eat this, Ed? I said I was here for a normal space dinner. Why are you doing this to me? That's unohana, also called okada. It's soybean curd. Soybean curd? There seems to be an awful lot. Yeah, I think I made too much. He doesn't like space food in general. Also, I think this entire dinner is just engineered for Jonathan not to like it, because you can also have an option of like Jonathan just talks to everyone before he starts eating and the food will get cold and you will tell because the food will stop steaming and he'll be like, it's cold as shit. Like, yeah, no duh, Jonathan. But now I'm looking at everything and I'm going, ooh, eat. I don't want to eat the soybean curd right now. Is that salad? These are vegetables grown in Beyond's agricultural ring. They're ultra-high pressure sterilized, so they're fresher than heat-sterilized ones. So sterilized because of high pressure. Yeah, it's lots of words to describe. We made this salad. We made this salad safe by making it pressurized. You know, that makes sense. They don't use any pesticides or chemical additives here. They'd end up polluting the Celeste. Okay, you know what? That one's fair. That one's fair. I'll give it to you. That one's fine. No pesticides or chemical additives. What kind of bugs would you get in space anyways? Other than the ones that you, like, I guess, like, bring, like, as, you know, like, natural, like, helpers for the existing plants. I know that there's flies, bees, and earthworms, but do any other bugs exist here in space? How does a bee fare in 0G? Does a bee like 0G gravity? Is it cool with it? How the fuck does it make any difference for any animal that flies? I don't know. They don't need to use them. We have virtually no insects that would damage any crops. Well, that just answered the little rant that I went on. Space bees. And of course Kojima would use as many fucking words as possible. Vegetable salad. I don't mind a good Caesar salad, but this... Does it really look unappetizing? Jonathan, eat it.
食べてみよ
This looks nice. This man is a picky eater. He doesn't like the salad either!
う。なんだこれは。
More accurately, he didn't say it's disgusting, he said, what the fuck is this? This is artificial salt made with... Oh my god. Ornithine and taurine. Natural salt contains sodium ions, which are bad for you, but this salt is perfect for eating. We don't like sodium salt. You know, what salt is literally made of. Are you Pardon me? It's salt. Put it on whatever you like. Eat the salt! Eating salt on its own isn't a good idea. You don't say! Look, this is a type of calcium food made from crushed eggshells. It's a condiment. The average adult on home needs about 1,000 milligrams of calcium per day. You need a bit more than that on Beyond, since spending time in weightless areas leaches calcium from your body. An adult here should get about 1,200 milligrams, and the elderly should have about 1,700 milligrams. Eat it. It doesn't have any taste to it. You should mix it with something else. You're right, this is totally bland. Jonathan, did you just empty a condiment container into your mouth? Jonathan? 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 This is Odin. Basically, it's a bunch of things mixed together. This man is strange. He doesn't like any of the space food. He poured it into his hand and slurped it like a horse. It's popular with the Japanese cuisine boom going on right now. You mean the general cultural Japanese thing going on? Because I feel like the whole Tokugawa thing kind of just makes Japanese everything popular. It's been simmering since yesterday. This flavor should be nice and thick now. Wait a minute. Yesterday? Let's eat it. I guess I'll start with this fried piece. Let me guess, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. Make the face. I know you will. Yeah, I knew it! This is tempura. It's hard getting seafood here, so it's a little different from tempura on home. It's hard getting seafood, so it's a little different from tempura on home. It consists mainly of micro-organic proteins. Are we eating plankton? Are we eating plankton tempura? And I don't believe we can put the condiments on things. We can only look at them and eat them. Quail is the easiest source of... This man's a picky eater. Quail is the easiest source of protein to obtain in space, but it's hard to prepare. This is quail? We made quail tempura? Alright, let's eat that. How bad can you fuck up tempura? How do you fuck it up? You can't fuck it up. Oh, apparently you can fuck it up. He doesn't like that either. Jonathan! Okay, you know what? I'm gonna talk to Mark. Hi, Mark. Or, like, look at him. Mark keeps his tablet with him even at the table? Oh, hi, Mark. These damn kids and their Oh, I just realized his tablet is taking up an entire fucking table, like an entire fucking chair. His tablet has a chair at the table. It's not just in his lap, it's just right next to him in a chair. It's also eating. About the only time he doesn't have it is when he's taking a bath. He's always off in his own world. These damn kids with their fucking tablets. They always on that goddamn phone! It must be hard for him, all he's gone through. Poor guy has lost the innocence of his childhood. Yeah, it must be rough. It's a neat little gadget. I can see why he has trouble putting it down. Pictures are Mark's only way of expressing himself. Hello? I really hope he starts talking again someday. Why is there an eat option? Jonathan? 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 Consume the tab. Why is there an eat option next to the tablet? Jonathan is a fucking cryptid. No. Eat it, Jonathan, eat it. Okay. Okay, you're wasting time with that when you have all this food in front of you? Are you trying to hurt my feelings? Anna, I literally ate everything on the table. I ate everything once. I even poured this fucking weird salt. I ate this weird bland calcium shit. I attempted to eat the salt. I want to eat the tablet, Anna. Let me have this. Okay, let's talk to Mark.
マーク、なかなか絵が上手だね。
Oh my god.
地球へ来た
Oh my
ら
god.
一緒にスケッチしようか。おじさんも絵を描くんだ。今度見せてあげようか。
ジョナさん、
Oh,
マークお
Jonathan.
前に
I
懐い
mean,
て
Mark likes you,
普
Jonathan.
通なら他人と食事は一緒にしない。
そうか。
珍しいことだが。
It's probably your cigarette.
そのタバコだろう。
Oh, what?
タバコ？
マークはタバコに。
Mark has this thing for cigarettes.
古い映画なんか
Oh,
見る
right.
とタバコ吸ってるでしょ。
はは。映画ファンらしいからな。
マークはあれに憧れてるの。
実際にタバコを加えた人間を見るのはお前が初めてだろう。
I bet you're the first person he's
Mark.
seen with one in,
いい趣味し
first
てるよ。
in real life. Don't let him have it, it smells bad. Okay, but the thing is, Jonathan has explicitly stated that he's just carrying it around for his own comfort and he's not gonna light it. So this dude is just having like an oral fixation with his fucking, like, cigarette. He's just chomping on it. But my question... Oh my god, this is a John Green... This is straight up a John Green plot. I hate this. Anyways, that's fine. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. That's fine. He should be eating like a lollipop or something. But even regardless of that, Jonathan, you're at the dinner table. You are eating food. Oh, I'll get on his case after I read the rest of this dialogue. So I hear you always carry that tablet around. Mark, ... I saw your drawing. That's home, isn't it? ... You know I come from home. Maybe one day I'll show you the real thing. Hey, don't put ideas in his head. ... Okay. I don't think Jonathan is expecting Mark to respond, so I'm not gonna call that like a dick move. But he does seem to be able to fill a conversation just by himself. Oh, wait, what if the food tastes bad because he's eating because of the cigarette that's always in his goddamn mouth? Put another piece of tempura inside his mouth. I'll try another bit. Yeah, you can eat the food more than once? Oh.
よし、再びトライだ。
Oh, he's still literally chewing the cigarette in his mouth while he's eating.
なんて味だ。本当にまずい。
At least in the Sprite, he hasn't taken it out of his mouth. Still not as bad as I thought it would be. Are you serious, man? He's consuming cigarette. Eat more! Eat more! I'm going to keep on subjecting you to this food. It's too early to write it. How is there so much dialogue for this? The fear is reinforced! The fear is reinforced! You really like tempura, don't you? What? Okay, I'm just gonna make him eat everything on the table then. Oh, I never tried the unohara. Let's eat. I'm full. I think I'll stop here. No, you need to eat everything. That's just the table, Jonathan. The implication of that is so fucking funny. Jonathan points at the table. Hey, Anna, what's this? What's this one that you prepared? Jonathan, that's the table. It's kind of crowded with 4 people here, huh? Yeah. What? Hoping for a stay of execution? I can usually eat a lot, but I'm totally stuffed. Oh, I can't eat another bite. I'm so full. Hey, Mark, let's talk again. You should eat up, Mark. I tell you, your sister's cooking is something else, huh? Oh, we made him laugh! We made him laugh! We made Mark laugh! Yay! See? You think so too? He knows! What are you two smiling about? Just shooting the breeze. Right, Mark? Hee. Oh, that's adorable. Look at Ed. Must be nice having a family, Ed. You look happy. Yeah? Thanks. You not hungry or something? You're not eating very much. No, just had a big lunch, remember? Do you not like my cooking, Dad? You tasted the food yourself. Give me a break. Knock it off. I can't eat with you looking at me like that. Hey, Ed? Yeah, I'm listening. Ask about the investigation. What do you think about everything that's happened? Well, we haven't really got any physical evidence or leads, but I'm with you. The whole thing stinks. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals is hiding something. It's cooking!
エド、いつもこれを食べさせられてるのか。
Oh my god.
ああ、
Ever since Catherine died.
同情するよ。
なんか言ったジョナさん。
あ、いや、なんでもないよ。
What'd you say about my cooking? Guys dissing my cooking over here? This is just delicious. Honestly. I've had plenty. I mean, Jonathan has had plenty. I did make him eat a lot. And I'm surprised I got him to eat, like, so much tempura. Honestly. Because, like, the last playthrough that I saw of this, they only ate one thing on the table, and that was when everything got cold. So like, either way, like, there's no option in here that, like, will make Jonathan go, like, ooh, good food. It's like, We need evidence sufficient enough to allow BCP to open up an official investigation. Yeah.
エド、本当にいい家族だな。
俺の唯一の自慢だ。ただ、マ
Oh.
ークのことはあるがな。
大丈夫さ。時間が解決してくれる。
Oh, at least Jonathan has
だ
hope
と
in
いい
him.
が、
He believes in him. But before I ask Ed everything and everything times out, let's talk to Anna. You're really cute, Anna. You look just like your mother. Try telling my dad that. What? The boys must talk to you all the time. I see the way you're looking at her. I don't like that the eat option shows up here when I'm looking at her. We're ignoring that. Oh, head turn. Hey, Anna. How's the tempura? Hey, girl.
アナ、好きな人いるのかい？恋
Got
人
any
とか。
boys?
おらんおらん。
もうパパったら今まではいなかったけど好きな人できたわ。
What?
こら、こいつはダメだぞ。
You have a job, Anna? I used to be a guide at the Astronauts Memorial Museum until last month. I was majoring in space history before, so it was a good experience for me. I think I'm ready for a relationship, you know? A real relationship. Somebody older, more mature. What are you talking about? You're still a kid! I still stand by the previous rule of last stream. If Jonathan says anything skeevy, I'm not going to dignify it with any dialogue reads, and I'm just going to go right through it. I'm going to steamroll through it. Do you always do the cooking? Yeah, I love to cook. But on Beyond, nutritional balance is more important than taste. Especially when it comes to calcium. Tokugawa put up recipes on Beyond Net every day. It's not that hard with those around. Damn you, Sadaoki. One more grievance to the list! It won't let you leave until you eat some more. Bad news. He said something a little, skeevy. So I quickly, clicked through it. So now we have... So, Tokugawa is to blame for the bad cooking. Damn you, Sadaoki. Do you like school, Anna? What's your major? You do any sports? Oh god, this is every fucking, family get-together with, someone you haven't seen in, 5 years that I've ever participated in. Yeah, it's great. My major is bioethics. As for sports, I do zero-G rhythmic gymnastics. Got plenty of friends, all girls though. History of space food. Since you know so much about space history, you mind if I pick your brain? How about a story related to food? It's said that the first person to use chopsticks in space was astronaut Onizuka, who later died in the Challenger disaster. The interesting thing is he didn't eat Japanese food with them. What did he eat? Oh, I guess we're not gonna learn. The first people to eat solid food in space were astronauts Young and Grissom aboard Gemini 3. They smuggled sandwiches on board. Smuggled sandwiches. How do you like my cooking? Not bad for someone my age, huh? This would be considered space food to someone from home. How do I like it? Space food we ate back then was way, way better than this. Oof. Boy, space rations were better than Anna's cooking. Rip. Calcium cuisine. How does calcium fit in with your diet here? What's important isn't so much the amount of calcium, but the balance between the calcium and the phosphorus. I wonder if I should do, silly voices. I think it's a bit late since, I've already done, a majority of Anna's, dialogue, but I wonder I could try. If there's too much phosphorus, your body won't be able to absorb the calcium. Taste takes a back seat, huh? Can't say I've subscribed to that philosophy. Unfollowed, unsubscribed. I will never follow you on YouTube again. No subscriptions. You will not get my Twitch Prime subscription. That's okay. This joke is running to the ground. About the zero-G rhythmic gymnastics.
I think it's the coolest sport around. There's friction between the Zero-G Gymnastics Association and Beyond Sportive Education over the calcium loss issue, though. Its critics say it isn't good for kids who are still growing.
What? Calcium isn't good for kids who are still growing? Or, oh no, the gymnastics isn't good for kids who are still growing. Oh, I don't know. I saw your poster. Don't worry, that thing's gonna take off you like you won't believe. It's even better than mud wrestling. What the fuck is a bioethic?
With all the advances in science over the years, like organ transplantation and gene therapy, we've entered the territory some say is reserved for God. We're playing God, Jonathan. Enjoy my calcium food. God dictated this. This is God's territory now. We study other issues as well, like artificial fertilization, surrogate mothers, cloning, and the relationship between comas, persistent vegetative states, and organ transplantation. It's a field that's been gathering a lot of attention since the turn of the century.
I guess that's all I need to ask Anna about. I forgot. Talk to Ed. You must be busy a lot, what with 2 kids. I really do owe you an apology, Ed. I got you into this without knowing your situation. That wasn't right. It's okay. It's time I turn things around. I said all those things without knowing everything that happened to you. No, you were absolutely right. I'd become too servile. Something tells me he's already dead. That's the feeling I get. Hojo dead, according to Ed's gut feeling. Who knows what happened, but Hojo must have gotten in their way somehow.
Can't you keep work away from the dinner table, Dad?
Lorraine. That guy followed Lorraine all the way to home. She must have known something too. They wanted to shut her up. Those capsules were obviously worth killing for, but why?
Why don't you guys just try to enjoy your dinner?
We're talking about a murder case, Anna. You don't understand. You think they'd go after Karen? It doesn't look like she knows anything. She'll probably be all right, as long as she doesn't do anything to arouse any suspicion.
Dad, work can wait, can it?
Not when it involves my best friend and his dead wife! It looks like this thing goes way beyond Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Tokugawa himself has to be involved too. Oh, he's definitely involved. This ain't gonna be easy, going up against a group like this. We have to think about how we're gonna handle this.
All that talking will give you indigestion. Come on, Dad, eat up.
She's right, Ed. You should have some more. Oh, really? These plates are nice.
That's Dad's plate. We each have our own plate that we use every time. We're able to monitor our health that way.
What? It records how much of each food I've eaten. Can you imagine? I cannot imagine. What the fuck? This is like calorie counting, but like extreme. This is extreme calorie counting. I guess it takes the guesswork out of it, but man, it counts. You can have plates that count calories, but you can't make a good organ to transplant. My god.
What was that?
What's with these plates? They look different from regular plates.
They got sensors in them that record the number of calories and portion sizes. They beep if you go over the amount you've set them to.
I feel like a damned farm animal. Meaning we can't leave until we've eaten a certain amount? Now you understand what it's like for me. Boy. I think Mark is the only one actively chewing here. Kinda weird, isn't it? Me having a white son. Never would have thought it. Never could have thought it.
You can have as much as you'd like. What do you think? Kind of a Japanese taste to it, huh? What?
Eat. Oh.
Why are you holding back, Jonathan?
I'd really rather not touch any of this again. Anna's right. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Thank you, Ed. So nice of you. Consider us even. I'll remember this, pal.
Eat as much as you want. I made plenty for all of us.
I wonder if this one's got sensors too. Well, to be fair, like when she says it's very Japanese, it's got a very Japanese taste. I guess she isn't wrong because she made this unohara. She made tempura. She made oden. It is Japanese food for the most part. Drink.
満腹でも水分は入
I'm
るだ
still thirsty. Give me the soy
飲んでみよ
milk. This reminds me, I still have some whole milk in my fridge that I can drink later, after the stream. Because I don't think drinking milk during a stream is a good idea. It's gonna...
参ったな。やっぱり粉乳みたいだ。
boy. Because it's probably gonna clog up my throat. Drink more!
飲んでみよ
More! I probably shouldn't drink too much of it. Why not,
そん
Jonathan?
なに飲んだらトイレが近くなるわ。
Ah. Drink.
う。飲んでみよ
Really? I'm allowed? Probably shouldn't drink too much of it. I like that he just shut his eyes. One more time, Jonathan? One more time? One more time? Another?
う。飲んでみよ
Really? I'm allowed to let him drink as much fucking like space milk as possible? He don't like it, but he's still drinking. Look at me. I always fail in trying to analyze myself objectively.
Wish you could eat yourself, Jonathan?
What kind of a question is that? Oh, I guess I can be a little vain. I was looking at myself on the space plane too, because I was making you look at yourself, Jonathan. That's my doing. I did this. I do this. What's back there?
That's the kitchen. That's where I go to work. What could you need in the kitchen? Everything's right here.
I'm just interested.
What do you mean?
I want to see where all this comes from. How it ends up like this.
Are you saying you don't like it?
Of course not. I'm genuinely interested in the culinary process. Uh-huh. So what else do I gotta talk about? Hey Ed, what is it? How to
う。
proceed?
さて、これからど
The
うする
fuck we talk? What the fuck we do next?
奴らも動き出すはずだ。
We wait for
徳
them.
川の出方を見張ろう。
どうもこういうじれったいやり方は性に合わない。
仕方がない。ここは OLA じゃないんだ。
ジョナサン、どんどん食べてね。冷めちゃったけど。
ああ、遠慮せんとな。お前は俺と違ってまだ30代だからな。
エド、
はい、ブラウンです。え？どちら様ですか？ええ。はい。
Music
は
stop.
い、そうです。お待ちください。パパ、ビデオフォンよ。ちょっと変なの。音声信号だけで カプセルのことで話したいって。
カプセル？
Uh-oh.
はい、エド・ブラウンだ。誰だ？
誰でもいい。あんたらの損になる話じゃない。いいか、よく聞け。AMM に来るんだ。あの探偵も連れてこい。北条健三のことについて嗅ぎ回ってんだろう。
どうしてそれを？
なことはどうでもいい。来るのか来ないのか。
わかった。AMM だな。
いい話が聞けるぜ。AMM のパイオニアの前だ。
パイオニア？
来ればわかる。俺の名はナインスターズ。じゃあな、ポリスノーツ。
ジョナサン、撒いた種が芽を出したぞ。種込みだ。
餌にかかったか。どうだ？
AMM
They weren't being private about it, but like, this also means that someone heard them snooping around and has decided to now volunteer information.
全部食べてからに
They've
してよ。
eaten already,
ま
Anna?
だ時間はあるわ。冷めちゃったけど。
アナ、ごちそうさま。美味しかったよ。特に特製ミルクなんか。
What?
ジョナサン？
Are you
ま
serious?
た今度。
Stick it in
も
the
う
fridge.
知らない。
マーク、
That's interesting.
絵を見せてくれよな。
Bye,
行く
Mark.
ぞ、ジョナサン。
Love you. Good milk, Anna. You sure do know how to make a good milk. You sure do know how to
行けばわかる。
pour that milk into a good container and present it for the table.
いいタイ
To
ミン
be
グで
fair,
タ
I
イミングに
did
入
make
って助かった
Jonathan drink a lot of the
アナに
milk.
は悪いな。
I guess if I
お前はいい。
didn't
俺は毎日だ。
if I didn't do
毎
that,
日わけのわからんものを食わ
it's
さ
an
れてる。
adventure, a horrible, horrible
エ
adventure.
ド、お前が作るよりマシだろ。
But like to be
再
fair,
婚でもするか？
if I
これ以
didn't
上
make him drink the milk so
厄介
many
は
times,
ごめ
he'd
ん。
probably make comments
なら
about like
我
the
慢するん
tempura
だな。
instead. Which I still think is very interesting and kind of like, for some reason, it's a little like mind blowing in a way.
ここが宇宙飛行士記念博物館。
Just like it's a
AMM
game
だ。
from 1996, so
タレコミ屋の指定場所にしては賑やかだな。
週末だから観光客も多い。その方が安全だと思ったんだろう。
信用して大丈夫だろうか。
ここで思案してもどうにもならん。さあ、そろそろ約束の時間
let's
だ。
head to the
指定の場所
meeting.
へぞ。
Let's go. Where first? Let's look at these.
このロケット軍は
宇宙開発に貢献したロケットの展示だ。本物もあるがほとんどがレプリカだ。
地球にもこんな感じのところがあったな。
そうだ。ケネディ宇宙センターのロケットガーデンだろ。確かあそこからも何台か持ってきてるはずだ。
That's the Saturn V rocket. It launched the Apollo missions. It was the largest rocket of the 20th century. Good old American flag. It's cool seeing all these. Makes the place look like some science base from an old sci-fi movie. That's the Russian Proton rocket. It launched the Salyut space stations among a ton of other stuff. Space geeks must freak out when they see these. That's Space Shuttle Discovery, also known as Orbiter Vehicle 103. It flew more missions than any other shuttle. It also carried the first Japanese mission specialist into space. This game is very like, we're talking either American or Japanese. No other countries exist. That's the Russian Soyuz 11A511. It played a huge part in space exploration. We owe a lot to it. Yeah, it launched all of Russia's Soyuz flights, more flights than any other space rocket. That's Europe's Ariane 1 launcher. The Arianes were used a lot for launching business satellites. That's the H2 rocket built by That's the H2 rocket built by Japan's NASA, now known as JAXA. It was developed solely with Japanese technology. Yeah, this was before Japan bought up all of Russia's space technology. Oh, that's how they fucking like shoehorn in Japan into like all of the space race shit. Its first launch was 1994, a precursor to Tokugawa Heavy Industries' current domination. Oh, I need to do talking more. That's the Titan 34D rocket. No extra comments. That's the Atlas D rocket. It was used for part of Project Mercury. It's the rocket that launched craft like Friendship 7 and Aurora 7. Cool. Nice water. This is part of Beyond's artificial sea. Anything live in it? You bet. It contains the same amount of salt as the seawater on home. They regulate the water's evaporation rate and salinity by producing waves to circulate the water. Inside it, plenty. On top of the fish, it's got seaweed and all sorts of other marine plants. Let you fish and swim in it if you want. You even get floaters in it every now and then. Ew. Those are palm trees selectively bred for Beyond. All plants here are resistant to ultraviolet radiation and have high photosynthesis rates. That's how we have plenty of air to breathe with so few of them around. Amazing. That's our car. We really do stick out in this thing. Reminds me of my uniform days. I parked a little away from the building as a precaution. Let's go inside. The building is modeled after Kennedy Space Center's Vehicle Assembly Building. The scale and inside are totally different, but its outside appearance is an exact recreation. I thought it looked familiar. Launch Complex 39. We went to Kennedy once for a part of our training, remember? There's the main entrance there. What about tickets? Admission's free during the anniversary celebrations. Cool, let's go.
それじゃ入場しよう。
博物館か。ワクワクする。
勘違いするな。
It is a field
タレ
trip
コ
though.
ミ屋に会いに来たんだぞ。いいな。ここがサンゴホールと呼ばれているロビーだ。
なるほど。でかいサンゴだな。
That guy there keeps looking around. Maybe he's waiting for someone? His girlfriend, maybe? Bet a number of people come on dates here. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. I doubt he's the informant. Hey, look, it's a cop. Oh, he looks like a college student. He's studying that capsule there. That's Project Mercury's Friendship 7, which carried the first American into orbit around home. Astronaut Glenn's mission lasted 4 hours, 55 minutes, taking him around home 3 times. It was launched by an Atlas rocket like the one outside. This is in pretty good shape for something that old. This is only a replica. The real one was charred to a crisp when it re-entered the atmosphere. Doesn't look like he's the informant. That's an AMM guide. A lot of them are just school kids working part-time. So this is what Anna was doing before? I've always worried about her. I guess being a guide at a museum's not that bad. Hello, ma'am. May we talk to you for a second? How can I help you, gentlemen? Ask about AMM. Hi, Sky! AMM gives you an up-close view of the history of mankind's colonization of outer space and all its rewards. We have over 8,000 items on display here. Okay, so what we've been doing so far is, at least for like the immediate plot, what we have done is there is an informant that contacted us while we were having a normal space dinner at Ed's place with a bunch of space food that Jonathan hated. Our main character, Jonathan Ingram, the man from home, Earth, hated it. He hated space food. We're out in space. There's so much space. Where can we find Pioneer? Pioneer 10 is on display at the space corner. Let's go take a look. Finishing time. So what's up? I probably didn't need to worry about Anna when she was here after all. Sorry, I just skipped through that. My rule of thumb is if Jonathan says anything that's a little I just kind of immediately gloss over it. Because they shoehorn in that character trait, and I'm not a big fan of it. Hojo. I don't believe I've seen either of them here. We're looking for a man named Hojo. He's gone missing. He is the husband to Lorraine, Jonathan's ex-wife. You see, Jonathan was in an accident in 2010, where he was drifting off in space for 25 years. And then he was found, and he was still very young, because he kind of just like cryogenically slept. It was like, got preserved like that. And time moved on without him, and so did space. The Policenauts? We have an exhibit on them here, of course. I'm sorry, but are you by any chance Astronaut Ingram? It just so happens I am. No, on second thought, I guess that couldn't be possible. I'm sorry I brought it up. Wait a minute! No, you're right though! It's cool. I know, like, this is... My sessions for Policenauts are pretty long, so it's understandable that you weren't able to get through both of the past streams before this one. You don't need any sort of card here. Oh, why do I'm always compelled to show the ID card to people, even though Ed has said several times, hey, Jonathan, we shouldn't show that to anyone because we shouldn't even have that. And yet, I'm compelled. I want to show people. Look at the shiny card. Look at the shiny card in the photo. That boy looks like he'd be in middle school or so. Just looking at that plate. He couldn't be the informant. It's a father and son, I guess. They're studying the coral reef together. They look like they're having fun. I don't think either of them would be the informant. Coral.
これはホームから取り寄せた本物のサンゴ礁の化石だ。
Fossil?
この中にはホームの大気中の CO2 が大量に溶け込んでいる。セレスのシンボルとしてこのホールに置かれている。
人間には真似できない自然の脅威か。
苦労したらしい。ホームからここまで運んでくるのに。
Yep. Shouldn't look at this thing. You should look at this thing that definitely isn't mine. Ace Attorney badge. That's exactly what I was thinking. I mentioned it a little bit earlier when I brought it up. I was like, yeah, it just feels like I'm showing my like fucking lawyer's badge to everyone, even though everyone's already seen it 5 times. It's a young girl. Looks like she's here on her own. She's looking for something on the information board. She couldn't be the informant. Who are you? He's an old man. He must be at least 80 or so. He looks really interested in everything. Maybe being here's brought back some old memories? This is an emotional place for terrestrials. He doesn't seem like the informant. Boy must be in elementary school. I was just like him when I was in his age, in love with space. There's no way he could be the informant. Would he? No. Let's go.
ロシアのミール宇宙ステーションのミニチュアだ。
宇宙長期滞在記録を出したり、日本人を初めて宇宙で迎えたり、よく覚えてる。旧ソ連が崩壊してからしばらく放置されていた。
そうだ。その後、日本の企業に売却された。
Of course.
後の徳川だ。実物はまだ地球軌道を回っている。 今では宇宙博物館として使われてるらしい。
あの頃は旧ソ連が蓄積した宇宙技術を日本企業に売却するニュースを毎日のようにやっていたな。
宇宙開発後進国であった日本がここまでなったのもあの技術売却があったからだ。
The almighty
日本
yen.
企業が初めて宇宙に実質的なビジネスを持ち込んだ。
A little funny considering that, like, you know, the yen isn't worth as much. Like, the conversion rate for yen and dollars is kind of smaller than it was back, than it used to be. But then again, this is written post-bubble, so who knows. Can we leave? Can we look at another section, please? I've never asked before. It's a miniature of the mirror. Move to the moon corner.
ここはアポロ計画を中心に月面関係が展示されているコーナーだ。
月面のセットがそのまま再現されてる。
American flag. It's the American flag. The Apollo astronauts planted one on the surface after each landing. When you think about it, planting a national flag in space like that really does seem pretty ridiculous, even if it was smack during the middle of the space race. Moon corner! That was back when America was still a superpower. She needed a way of flexing her muscle. Space was dominated by a handful of countries in those days. And yeah, now business dominates it. What's this aluminum foil for? It was to provide protection from the heat. That's the lunar Ava suit used during the Apollo program. Look at the stuff they had to wear back then. Must have weighed a ton. Today's hard suits look much easier to move in. That's the lunar roving vehicle that was taken aboard Apollos 15, 16, and 17. It was electric powered, with a top speed of 14 kilometers an hour on a flat surface. Kind of like an EMS for the guys back then. And maybe they're a little gay. I'd say they're a little gay. Honestly, they're kind of a little bit, just a little bit. That's Surveyor, the lunar probe that was used to scout for landing sites for the Apollo missions. Surveyor 1 got there several years before the first humans arrived. The Surveyor program ended with Surveyor 7, 18 months before the first manned mission. The first manned mission. This is the so-called Genesis rock that Apollo 11 brought back from the moon. It's not as special now as it was back then, of course. Is this the real thing? Yeah, moon rocks are a dime a dozen now, but I suppose you could call this a first edition moon rock. I saw them selling them at the airport in OLA. That just sucks all that was special right out of them. Lunar regolith was once heavily sought after for experiments since there was so little available then. That all changed with the 21st century. People would even go to the trouble of making their own regolith. That's how valuable it was. The moon rocks were so valuable. That's a life support device on its back. You'd be like a hunchback with this on. Probably couldn't even bend over. It contains things like communications equipment, a distance measuring device, and its own power supply. Yeah. Ladder? This is the lunar module's ladder. Astronaut Armstrong's famous words were broadcast as he stepped down from the 9th rung on the lunar surface. Who knows, if that bottom rung had been a little higher, his words might have been different. Nerds! How do you know the fucking rung that he was on? Dadgummit. Yeah, isn't there a video of like the police of like the astronauts like trying to like move around on the moon and like they trip over themselves and they're just like dang nabbit, dang it. Let's go to the beyond corner.
ここがビヨンド関連の展示コーナーだ。
あ、エド、 俺たちポリスノーツの人形が並んでるぞ。
That us.
驚いたか？このビヨンドコーナーではポリスノーツであった俺たちはヒーローってわけだ。
We're cool.
そういえばスペースプレーンのスチュワーデスも言ってたな。
ここはビヨンドの観光地中でもポピュラーだからな。
Oh, that's
こ
so
の若さ
cool.
で歴史上の人物とは。
そう言うな。俺たちも宇宙開発に少しは貢献したんだ。光栄じゃないか。
少しはか。
Okay, but like, one of the things I was gonna say is, this game, as you can tell, there's a lot of things that you can examine and like talk about to people. And I find it extremely, extremely cool that if you've talked to different characters about certain things, they will mention it later on in some of their dialogue. Like, I don't remember that piece of dialogue coming up with the last playthrough that I watched because the person never talked to the stewardess about the Policenauts. But since he did, he mentions it. Oh, these aren't actually holograms. These are like actual mannequins. This is me in my younger days. I'd never recognize you. Come on, I hate it when people bring up my age. These are really well done. They're like our doppelgangers. They got the best in the business on these. They were given every piece of data they had on us. Body measurements, hair samples, everything. They knew us better than we know ourselves. And if I remember right, Jonathan's gonna make a kind of unsavory comment that I might skip by very fast. I remember them going over our bodies with a fine-tooth comb when we applied for the Policenauts. I heard they're gonna replace these with animatronic robots soon. They're gonna have us moving around like idiots? Using hydraulics and air pressure, yeah. And we'll even talk. The same Japanese company that made those animatronic dinosaurs is gonna make them. You know the ones I mean, right? Who'll decide how we move? They've already got all the necessary data. They're working with the ISPA on them. They'll end up as some live-action show, almost indistinguishable from the real us. What? Okay, so Joshua, but extremely to real life. I don't really want to look at Jonathan's, but I feel like I have to. This is your figure. I think it's slightly better looking. I don't smile like that in real life. That's stupid. You're worried about how your doll looks? Maybe you really are as vain as Anna said. Oh, they don't. Oh, this again, like the thing I mentioned. If you don't talk to certain characters about certain things, they won't bring it up. But if you do, they will mention it. Cowboys 9 feeling fine. Cowboys 8 still great. Give me the jelly beans, you fuckhead. You know, I think you might be right. Kidding aside, they did a good job for sure. They did an amazing job with these. Scary. Hey look, it's Tokugawa, back when he had normal hair. It's a figure of Tokugawa. Sometimes I forget he used to be one of us. Now he's practically some kind of god. He's a shrewd guy. He used the Policenauts to promote the group a number of times in the past. Ew. It's a figure of Salvatore. Looks a little big for some reason. Well, he's the kind of guy who seems smaller than he actually is. Yeah, that's true. Sal's made some mistakes in his life, just like us. Ended up better off than us. At least he's got a decent job. Eels! Cowboys 1 million? It's a figure of Gates. Of the 5 of us, he was always most likely to end up chief. Yeah, now he's my boss. Figure of chief. Look at the suit. This is a replica of the Yuri, the forerunner to the modern Emps. Its emphasis was on mechanical work outside the colony, so its armor's thin and it's only lightly equipped. Totally different setup from today. It was hailed as a successor to NASA's MMU. Hard to imagine this is where combat amps evolved from, huh? Still better than the suits at the moon corner, though. You can't really compare this to the old lunar suits. Yeah, I suppose that's true. This is what I had my accident in. Nearly sent me on a one-way ticket to nowhere. Get in the ball.
これがさっき見たユーリーが積載していた脱出用ポッドのサバイバルボールだ。 コールドスリープの機能も搭載している。実物はもう少し大きいがな。
俺はこの中で30年間も宇宙をさまよっていたんだ。そのために宇宙不適応者になった。
The ball.
ジョナサンの生命を30年間維持し続けたんだ。よくできたカプセルだよ。
コールドスリープとしてはまさに実験段階だった。救
Cryogenics.
出された時は寝たきり老人と変わらなかった。
今じゃ筋肉の低下もあまりない。
俺は1年以上も歩けなかった。
Oh,
ク
Jonathan.
マの冬眠の研究の成果だ。
クマ？
Bear.
人間は筋肉を使わなければ3日で衰える。しかしクマは冬眠中、半年以上も筋肉を維持できるんだ。
なるほど。クマの方が宇宙飛行士に向いて
Bear
るようだ。
astronauts.
今やこのコールドスリープをクマの冬眠と呼んでいる。
Bears in space. It's a survival ball, the escape capsule you used. A time machine that carried me 25 years into the future. Boy.
ビヨンドの模型だ。俺たちが今いるコロ
Game
ニ
Man
ー
on
は
the moon.
世界で最初で最後のシリンダー型コロニー。なぜこのタイプのコロ
Bear
ニーは
DNA
作られ
and
ないんだ？
astronauts.
これには技術的な問題もあるだろうが、コロニーの建築業者が絡んでいるんだ。
政治的な問題？
まさに今コロニー建設のシェアは徳川建設が独占している。もともと徳川のコロニー技術はトーラス型のものだ。ここのオニール型は欧米の技術。
つまり癒着。徳川がオニール型を排除した。
そうだろうな。徳川が自社のトーラス型を売り込んだ結果だろう。もちろん大型オニールコロニーの欠陥も発見された上でのことだ。
ビヨンドがオニール型の欠陥を自ら証明した。
そこへうまく徳川が介入したんだ。
Brr.
しかしこのコロニーを作った欧米企業も黙っちゃいないだろう。コロニー建設といえばオリンピックより儲かる。
それだけではない。オニール型のコロニーを推し進めていた欧米企業もコロニーの部品を徳川に依存していたからなんだ。
徳川抜きではコロニーは作れない。
そういうことだ。最近ではこのトーラス型を徳川型と総称するらしい。
Ew. Space capitalism! Ah! Okay, let's go to the space corner.
ここが宇宙探査に関する展示がされているコーナーだ。
Pioneer, the informant mentioned, should be around here. That's one of the Viking landers. There were 2 landers that landed on Mars as part of the Viking program. This is a Viking 1 lander replica which touched down in Chris Planitia on July 20th, 1976. I saw what was left of it when I was there. The media dubbed it a reunion. Space corner! Ah, space! That's the Voyager 1 interplanetary spacecraft. Voyager 1 traveled to the outer planets Jupiter and Saturn. It discovered Io's volcanoes and Jupiter's rings, as well as new moons around Saturn. It'll be making its way through the far reaches of the heliosphere about now. Inside that display case is a copy of the gramophone record carried on Voyagers 1 and 2. Cool. That's Pioneer 10 there. It was the first spacecraft to make a close encounter with Jupiter. That's only a replica, of course. The real one left the solar system a long, long time ago. Yeah, back in 1983 or something, before either of us were even born. So this is the Pioneer the informant was talking about? Where is he? You see that case there? There's a plaque the same as the one carried on the Pioneers 10 and 11 inside. Maybe there's some kind of message from him? Let's take a look.
パイオニア10号、11号に積まれた ET へのメッセージ用プレートだ。
何もメッセージらしきものは見当たらんが。
考えすぎだったが。
This is the drawing of the Pioneer spacecraft behind the 2 people. We could deduce the size of our species with this. I don't know the details, but this is apparently the spin-flip transition of a hydrogen atom. This gives you a certain universal measurements that play into the other parts of the plaque. This shows the 9 planets of the solar system and how the spacecraft came from the 3rd planet of our star. The distance between the planets is expressed in binary numbers. The radial diagram shows the location of the sun relative to 14 pulsars. With this, you'd be able to locate our solar system from anywhere in the Milky Way. You say these things like I know what they mean. What about the other one? This is the golden record that was on the Voyager probes. It's a 12-inch gold-plated copper record containing greetings in nearly 60 different languages, animal calls, sounds of nature, and a wide variety of music, everything from classical to folk. This also included a cartridge and a needle for playing it. Science! Replica of the Galileo spacecraft. It's famous for launching a probe into Jupiter's atmosphere in 1995 and performing an analysis of it. It then did flybys of the 4 Galilean moons. I remember watching it when I was a kid. Now that was exciting. Am I missing something? Let's go back to one of the places. Let's go back to the Beyond corner.
This is Beyondの位置が記されているマップだ。
ラグランジュポイントの L5。
そう。この地球
Oh
と月
man,
の
this is
重
just how
力バランスの
Kojima's
均衡
games
比
are
に
like,
フローには浮かんでい
to
る。
be honest. It's fascinating. It's very fascinating, but it's a little long-winded at times, and it's very much based in a lot of, like, actual historical moments. This is a small monument built in honor of the Policenauts. It's even got our autographs on it. So it does. Makes you feel kinda stupid, don't it? We're like some Hollywood stars. The Yuri was the first EMPS ever made. I can't stand the sight of this thing. You had a survival with you too. You had a survival ball with you too. Good thing I did. Yeah, after all, the Yuri didn't have its own life pod. You made me take it. Just in case, you said. The Yuri by itself would only have kept you alive for 3 days. Oh! Oh, it was Ed's idea to carry the life ball with him, the survival ball. Oh, if it wasn't for Ed, Jonathan would be big dead. He was worried for him, so he made him carry. Oh, Ed! Oh, Ed! Can we go? What if we go back into the space corner? Is there anything happening? Ho!
探査コーナーだ。
あれ、この宇宙服は何だ？月面服がどうしてこのコーナーに？
Hello?
ジョナサン、中に誰かいるぞ。
これは動く展示物か？
そうじゃなさそうだ。
Hi!
ようやくデートの相手に会えたようだ。
Terrifying. Do I have to click on him? Oh, hello!
お前が電話の男か？顔を見せろ。
Oh, they're animating their face in the reflection.
静かにしろ。そのままの格好で俺の話を聞け。騒ぐと怪しまれる。
Act casual. As casual as you can be with an astronaut.
音声も変えてある。
お前だな。俺たちを呼び出したのは。
そうだ。さすがはポリスノーツ。すぐに分かったようだな。
こんなところに立ってりゃ
いや
子供でもわかる。
Dated.
あんたら北条を探してんだろ。
北条の行方を知ってるのか？
どこにいる？奴は生きてるのか？
一人ずつ順番に
One
話せ。
question at a time, alright? let's take this one step at a time. Look at this guy. Calls us out here, then turns up in this. It's a spacesuit from the Apollo program. The museum probably uses it for events. It'll be easier to move in than the displays at the moon corner. How can we be casual when a fucking spaceman is just right in front of you? Yeah, the real ones weigh well over 100 pounds. Yeah, like, the thing is, the guy is like, hey, act casual, but he called you to a corner of the exhibit that doesn't even have these, like, these spacesuits for display. He could have like brought us over to the moon corner, and then it would have been like, yeah, pissed. Hey, psst, hey, you guys, hey, over here. It's like, yeah, okay, but like he's in the middle of the hallway, man. Arrest. It's a reflective faceplate. We can't see his face at all. He must really be desperate to conceal his identity. Arrest you! He's just stringing us along. Let's bring this guy in already. Chill out for a second, will ya? There are things in this world you're better off not knowing. This isn't getting us anywhere. I say we take this guy in, we make him talk. Are you crazy? Why does my identity matter so much? Honestly. Why does it matter who I am? My god. Talk. Alright, what do you got for us? Ask about his identity. Why can't you tell us who you are? Whose side are you on? I can't reveal my identity. Not yet, anyway. My life is in danger. As I said before, you can call me 9 stars. 9 stars? I can tell you I know a lot about both of you. You'll know who I am soon enough, provided we survive that long. You expect us to just accept that and move on? Is my identity really that important? I've got information for you. Do you not trust me? Of course not! We don't even know who you are! Is my identity really that important? I have info. Just take my info. Does it matter? I have info. What happened to Hojo? He betrayed them. He started selling it behind their backs. Them? It? So where is Hojo? He was eliminated a long time ago. That's what happens when you cross these guys. I'm going to end up just like Hojo and that woman! You're saying Hojo's dead? They've already taken care of his body. You'll never find it. Don't waste your time looking. Them? Who's them? I can't say. Not out here anyway. Is it Tokugawa? Is Holmes Mafia involved? It's not that simple, okay? We saw a politician at Tokugawa's party. Are guys like him involved too? Were Hojo and Lorraine killed by this them? Yeah. Screw with these guys and you're done. Done! You can't even begin to imagine. You'll be hearing from them soon, I'm sure. Who's that woman? Jonathan, I think you know who that woman is. Hojo's wife. I think her name was Lorraine. Nobody's safe with these guys. Why was Lorraine killed? Hojo probably told her something he shouldn't have. You have no idea what these people are like. They would kill absolutely anyone. Them is just one guy that really hates medicine. It's like, man, why the fuck? How dare you? What's the it you mentioned? Narc, the semi-synthetic drug. I still can't get over the fact that the drug itself is called Narc. Amazing. They've been using DDSs developed at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals to float Narc onto the market. That's the real purpose of the K-series, to get Narc out there without anyone knowing. The newest one is K9. It's nothing more than a vessel for Narc. Are you telling me the mosquitoes were meant for Narc? Oh, that's scary. I thought the selling point behind K9 is the even dissolution of a drug and weightlessness. That's the official story, but a capsule with an osmotic pressure system is nothing special. K9's real purpose is carrying and concealing Narc. Hojo and I started selling it on our own. It was my idea. Everything was going to plan. Nobody should ever have suspected what we were doing. We don't believe you. We didn't find anything in the capsules we got from Hojo. And who's to say it couldn't be somehow traced back to you? You guys aren't seeing the bigger picture. Look, I don't want to end up like Hojo, alright? I'll point you in the right direction. I'll let you in on the secret behind Narc. To be more precise, where that secret is. What is the secret of the pill? Hojo made a copy of the CD-ROM containing a video on Narc. He created the original to show to the Mafia and other organizations. It explains the trick behind the capsules in plain English. A CD-ROM? So this CD explains everything about them. Right, including how to use them. Why a CD in this age of optical computing? That's the point, to limit where you can read it. It wouldn't stand as evidence in court either. That's why Hojo used a CD. It's an archaic data format. Load the CD and it'll explain everything. That's all I can say for now. If you help me get to home, I'll tell you everything once my safety's been secured. Fair enough. But before I exhaust all of the options on that one, I'm gonna show you Hojo's photo. Yeah, that's Kenzo Hojo. He's already a corpse. Shame about his wife. She shouldn't have gotten involved. That's Hojo and his wife. You think I care about that? You wanna do some reminiscing, go to the Beyond Corner. I don't have time for this. That's a Tokugawa ID, isn't it? You take care of that. You'll need it. Yes, sir. CD-ROM. Where is the CD-ROM? Hojo would have stashed it somewhere. I bet they don't even know that copy exists. If I had to guess, I'd say his house. There was that CD that didn't have any music on it. Could that be it? Oh right, like the fucked up CD that didn't have a label. When we were listening to tappy music, it just had like white noise on it. We're still going to listen to some music before we check out that CD though, because I do like the music there. All right. You guys gonna change your mind about this? Notice he doesn't have an accent when he gets mad either. What kind do you mean? A home accent. You're a Beyond, aren't you? You mean it's not on the colony? ... Is it on home? That's for you to find out, isn't it? Who are you trying to get away from by going to home? Tokugawa? So Home's Mafia isn't involved. I can't answer that right now. Considering what happened to Lorraine, running to home might not do you any good. I have a better chance there than I do here. The CD can only be read on a T-Gear 99, Tokugawa's network terminal. In addition, it works off a special boot method. You can't load it on any other read device. The CD's got a state-of-the-art data encryption too. Even BCP couldn't read it? You guys get most of your technology from Tokugawa, don't you? Whatever you have, they're already on something else. Yeah, that is true. Almost all of our equipment is patented by Tokugawa. They own the know-how as well. None of it's public. You'll need to go to a Tokugawa facility to load it. We can't just waltz in there and expect them to help us. Who says we're gonna ask? The boot method. There are a few steps you have to go through to get into the system. You'll need a Tokugawa ID card and employee ID codes for all this. First, it'll do a card check. We have Hojo's card. Whatever you do, don't lose that. So then what? Then it'll run a check to see if the person using the card really is a Tokugawa employee. Every employee has an ID code given to them based on family crests. You mean those Japanese things? Right. Select the ones it asks for and you're in. After that, insert the CD. This is how they protect their data. So you can't access any of their files if you're not an employee, supposedly? Exactly. If you don't clear the checks, you'll be staring at a blank screen.
いいか、覚えたか？
I guess so.
カモンチェックで T ギア99が使用可能になる。それから CD ロムをロードする。また連絡する。俺を信用しろ。
You can trust me, I promise.
言っておくが、俺
And
の
but don't follow me.
待て、まだ聞きたいことがある。
王女の剣は氷山の一角に過ぎん。奴らもっと恐ろしいことを行ってる。
もっと
There's worse?
恐ろしいこと。
奴らはあんたらが思っている以上に根が深い。BCP にも仲間がいる。用心するんだな。また連絡する。
Of course they're in the fucking cops. Well, he's gone.
帰っちまったぞ。尾行するか。
待て、ジョナサン。まずは CD ロムだ。あの
Salvatore?
男の言っていることが真実かどうか。あの男の正体についてはそれからだ。さっきも言ったが、奴はホームナ
Well,
マリ
no, no, it's probably not him because
ビヨンズならどこにも逃げやしない。
Salvatore is from home.
しかし、
どうした？
タバコ臭いな。ひょっとして、お
You
前
weren't smoking,
タ
weren't
バ
you?
コ吸ったか？
いや、手違いで火がついたんだ。もう消した。
危ないな。先折りタバコか。
ああ、先を折るだけで発火する。消すのも簡単だが。
気をつけろよ。人に見られたら通報されるぞ。
マークには一度見せてやりたい。
バカな、許さんぞ。ま、それはいいとして。
情報の真意の確認だな。
Time to go back to Hojo's place. We're at the Coral Hall. Let's go. Well, we've got no choice but to trust what he told us. Why don't we stop by Hojo's house and look for that CD? Yeah, but first I want to go see Meryl. Oh, it's already sunset. No sign of him. Whoever he is, we better keep a closer eye on Tokugawa. I'll get Meryl and Dave on it. I want to go see... I want to go see Meryl and Dave. Jonathan, don't teach children how to smoke. That's bad. We've returned to HQ. Those are the AP units EMPs they like to show off. I like the music here. Hey, look, the weirdo's gone. That's one of the old cops. Hey. Hey, Ed! They're just letting you take time off to take this guy sightseeing? Lucky you! What'd you say? Not too far from the truth. What a complete asshat. Move to Vice. Twilight Princess. Yeah, it looks like the sun sets in Twilight Princess. Hey guys! Got any new leads? I'm bored out of my mind here. Hi Meryl. Meryl? Yeah, what is it? Ask about... Her past, I guess. The past doesn't matter as much as how you live here and now, don't you think? Yeah, I agree with that. I've still no idea where he could be. I checked the list of all recent deaths on Beyond, but I didn't see anyone that might have been him. The informant said Hojo's already been killed. Yeah, I figured the same. That's why I checked the list. Well, that means if he's dead, his body hasn't been discovered yet. I also checked the list of all waste leaving Beyond, but I didn't find anything suspicious. If you wanted to, you could smuggle a body outside by covering it in paraffin, or doing a cut and grind job. Victor was saying the best way to hide a body would be to bury it. They've got a bunch of sensors in the ground all over the colony. Doesn't seem very likely to me. Yeah, I think I would like to go meet Meryl and Dave as much as possible. Because, like, technically you're not, like, required to come and see them. Obviously, they're trying to funnel us towards, like, Karen's house right now. but I wanted to see them, because I miss them. There's not much interaction between the police on home and BCP, so there haven't been any real developments. The OLA police are still trying to write it off as a terrorist bombing. A lot of Beyonds have been the targets of eco-terrorists lately. Apparently it was a special type of bomb that was used. What do you mean a special type of bomb? According to a report, it wasn't your everyday device. Some of the parts they picked up at the scene are only available to the military and the police. Beyond any ordinary terrorist arsenal. Why would they make sure traces were left behind? As a warning. Damn, that's cold. Any news on the Tokugawa front? Something's going on for sure. Their monthly festival has been cancelled. Meanwhile, they're also way behind schedule with their anniversary preparations. There's definitely more to this than some missing employee. Show her the ID card. Hey, not bad. That's a Tokugawa ID, isn't it? That's where all of this started. The Policenauts. Still no trace of him. I still can't believe we haven't found him. It's so frustrating. Hi, Dave! Dave? Yeah? Ask about his hobbies. I guess you could call me a modeler. Thought all guys like to do this stuff, don't they? What I really want to do is some bird watching in the great outdoors, or whale watching in the ocean. You can't do that sort of thing here. I checked all the Space Plane passenger lists for the last month, but I didn't see Hojo's name or any that looked like a possible alias. There might be a lot of truth in what the informant was saying. But I did catch one surprise. What? Redwood left on a flight for home the same day as Hojo's wife. I figured. I'll try expanding the search, but I don't know how much luck I'll have. This is a colony. It's like any spaceship. It's got all sorts of sensors and observation equipment. It's just not possible for someone to disappear like this. The informant said he's already been killed. Still, it would be impossible to hide a body here and not have it be discovered. That sort of thing happens nearly every day on home. No one's that interested. We would need to go to home ourselves to get anything done. We can't count on the guys in OLA for any favors. They'll never come up with a suspect, not in a million years. I hate to sound mean, but we've hit a dead end. What did you find out about the people at the Tokugawa's party? Like you said, Jonathan, they were with various mafias on home. Word on the street is that some big deal was going down, but it seems that they've all left. I wonder what's going on. This is Tokugawa. Guy keeps his cards close to his chest. From what we know, we can't conclusively prove Tokugawa is connected to the Mafia. He seems like a nice guy. Real shame. The chief's shown us to that plenty of times. That's a Tokugawa ID? Hey, do you have anything else to say about your burger? Is that all you eat? This is my second pack in as many days. Hey Meryl, can I look at your knife again? It's great to have around. It can cut through anything. Can I look at your earring again, Meryl? This is the only earring I have. It's a bullet that nearly killed her. She put it into an earring because she's a badass. Can I look at your gun? There's virtually no recoil at all, but most people still find it hard to handle. I wouldn't mind watching you practice sometime. Yay. Yay. Alright. Move to the... Forensics! Let's go say hi to Victor! Oh, how's the investigation going, you two? I'll try to do a silly voice for him. Victor? Hit me with it. I love you, Victor. Ask about him. You don't mind looking at dead bodies every day? You don't have trouble eating? We have a famous joke in our profession. If we didn't perform the autopsy, we'd end up eating the body. Do you know how many autopsy findings are named after foods? What? You have any family, Victor? Just Gorby here. My work is everything to me. I want to continue doing it as long as I'm alive. In any case, you could never find a body or get it out without help from the Mafia. The Mafia? What about Tokugawa? It would be extremely risky for them to get involved with something like that, but it's certainly not out of the question. In any case, you know an AP by the name of Redwood? Yeah, just the name though. The guy who's good at flying the robots, right? Yeah. I don't like Frozeners. I never bother talking to them. Gates said they use sperm from those past astronauts to father them. Yeah, I've heard about that. I suppose some of them might be yours, huh? I don't even want to think about it. Me either. Well, none of the ones I've seen resemble either of you. If you're gonna have kids, you should at least do it the fun way. Ah, I see. How far do you think Tokugawa is involved with Hojo's disappearance? An employee of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals has gone missing, and the capsules he was holding on to for whatever reason were made by Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Right now, that's all we know, but Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals is definitely involved. And if that's the case, the group itself could be involved too. Frozeners all look the same to me. Feel the same too. They're all cold as hell. That's an optical ID, isn't it? They must have a lot of money to throw them around if they're not satisfied with an IC card. Hi, Gorby. How's life, Gorby? Oh, he chirped at me! Hey, he's in a good mood! Woohoo! Gorby's happy! Okay. Wait, Gorby, you got anything else to say, buddy? He's chirping! Yeah, Gorby! Let's go to the AP room. We'll be back later, Doctor. My name's Victor! Redwood's gone.
おいエド
What?
ちょっと来てくれんか
Hello? Hi, Gates.
ジョナサンエド派手にやってるらしいじゃないか
I can explain.
いえその徳川のパーティーを台無しにしたそうだな
久しぶりに会ったんで盛り上がったんだ。
徳川は BCP とジョナサンを訴えるところだったんだぞ
We didn't do anything that bad.
骨を折った何度も言うが相手は徳川だ慎重に行動しろ今度こういうことがあれば抑えきれん分かったな以上ださあもう行っていいくれぐれも面倒は起こすな
Behave. Stop getting into trouble.
やれやれこれぐらいで済んでよかったさあどうする
Yo, Gates, can we talk to you? I want to see what else you got to say. Look at him. It's the chief. Approach him. Let's go talk to him. Hey, chief. Shouldn't stare at people like that. Okay. Ask about Lorraine's murder. It doesn't look like the inquiry's going anywhere. We're not on the greatest of terms with the police there. We're trying our best to get them to move things along, but ultimately it's beyond our control. I don't know if the case is ever going to get solved at this rate. He was different from us before, but he's even more different now. He can be a dangerous man. He's nearly destroyed us on more than one occasion. His power here is absolute. Destroyed us? Bro! Cross him and your life gets shredded. He'll put pressure on you from every imaginable angle. I could easily be on the chopping block myself if we're not careful. Damn. How much do you trust Redwood? Redwood is Redwood is an outstanding officer. I've known him since he was a boy. There may be questionable aspects for him, but that's not unusual for Frozeners. They're all like that. He undergoes regular psychological examination. The results say he's perfectly normal. He's perfectly normal, you know? Not like he could ever lie about how he's feeling. You know how it is. Look at how young we all were. Let's go to the shooting range. Maybe we'll find Meryl here? I live in OLA. You can't pick up your mail there without firing off a couple shots. We don't want to shoot stuff. At least we don't want to shoot things, but we could. Training mode's man target. Yeah. Let's see what level 2 is like. And let me see, like... I think it was training mode. Level 2. Yeah. Very polite. I believe it was... Yeah, it was training mode. Oh boy. I'm gonna try a little harder this time. I don't guarantee anything, but...
Reload. 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 Reload.
I hate the reloading.
Reload. Reload. Reload.
Yeah, I'm not the best shot with this.
Reload.
I'm missing a lot more now that I'm trying to be like more dynamic. Reload. Yeah, my score is abysmal. Oh, I got 20 on one of those though. I'm happy with that though. I'm satisfied with that. A lot of these other ones were a little kind of like shitty though. I missed one. You don't have many misses, but you try aiming more for the center of the targets. Yeah. Try an easier level if it's too hard. Yeah, I think I did pretty fair. But it's like... Apparently to like do the whole secret thing with Meryl, you need to get like 550. And I got like 210. But like the requirements for Meryl's thing is that you need to get every single shot like on the green dot at least twice. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not that dedicated.
自分の薬莢を拾っていけよ。
エド、訓練は
俺はいい。
単なる標的だぞ。いつまでも逃げる気か。
Yeah. It's quite a challenge. Apparently with like with a mouse it's not as bad. With a mouse it's like kind of trivial actually, but with the way that the cursor moves with the D-pad, it's not the most cooperative. Let's go outside. that dialogue. Let's drive. Let's go to Ed's house. Guess we can do that. Well, just let Anna know that things are cool. And that we're just gonna head over to another house. It's okay, Ed. It's okay. You went through it. Let's get food. I'm surprised how small it looks on the outside. It's actually pretty big when you get inside. All I have to show for all these years is this shack. Hi Anna, where are you? Hey girl. Came to see me, huh? Hello. Got your looks from your mama. Ask about Mark. Where's Mark? He's asleep upstairs. Understandable. There's only one stadium on Beyond. It would be nice if we had some more. No. Anna gets good grades. Who do you think she picked that up from? Jonathan, stop being weird! Thanks for that meal, Anna. You should eat with us again sometime. I just bought some processed shimofuri meat with whey protein. It'll be something you'll never forget, I promise. Oh, I'm sure it will. Maybe tomorrow, yeah. Oh, by the way, we didn't finish all the milk. There's still some left. You should help us finish everything. Drink the milk, Jonathan! I still can't believe I was able to, like, give him that much milk. What are bioethics again? It's only going to become more important as time goes on. We really need to consider the sort of direction our species is headed. They're delicate issues. Things like organ transplants and gene therapy. Those are necessary here. Karen needs a bone marrow transplant herself. If you let me know when you're coming, I can be sure and have something ready for you. You don't have to go through that trouble. Thank you, though. I finally got him to bed a minute ago. Sorry. He'll be disappointed he didn't get to see you, too. I'm the guy with a cigarette, huh? Why don't you let him rest for now? He hasn't been getting much sleep lately. He's been up watching too many movies. He really likes movies, doesn't he? It wasn't cheap, but she deserves it after how much she helps out. And I appreciate it, Dad. Its unique design is the reason behind its popularity. I know I had a voice for Anna, but I don't feel like doing it. Mom was pretty, wasn't she? He is pretty good. I think that's about all the dialogue that I wanted to. You haven't changed a bit, Jonathan, except for your hair. You grew it out a little bit. I'm sorry, I don't know these people. Why would she know Hojo? What's that? I gotta be going now. Bye,
それじゃ
Anna.
アナ失礼するよ。
何のお構いもせずに今度一人で来てください。
Nope.
十分休憩は取ったんだろ。
Back to business. Hojo's house. You think that's where it is? Kojima?
北条家だ、ジョナサ
We're
ン。
back.
タレコミ屋が言っていた CD ロムを探そう。
Ooh. Let's go inside. You ready? I'll ring the doorbell. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I like the lighting in here. It looks cool. You guys can put a cool filter. Oh, hey guys. Please come inside. Hey guys, how you doing? Make yourselves at home. Hi, Karen.
実は借りたいものがあるんだ。
ええ、何？
It's a CD. You want to listen to some music? No, we didn't come here to sample BGMs. CD the informant was talking about should be here. Which one was it again? Try to remember. It was definitely here. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm still going to play music. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cover says Arabesque by Tappy. Beyond Morning, Ika-chan. Love Theme. Play? I thought it would have been cooler. Legendary Faces by Tappy. Cover says also Legendary Faces by Tappy. Nakamura Blues. I remember I liked this one. Oh wait, like no, that's the one that's on. Go for it, Yoshi. It was on YouTube. Calling Your Name. I know which one it is. I just wanted to listen to more music. Lavender. This honestly sounds like some Pokemon music. Definitely sounds like hospital soundtrack. Good humor. Criminal Investigation Part 1. OLA 2040 short version. That's the intro music. OST is amazing. I love it. We can listen to more of it later. Play.
エド、これだ。
This is the
こ
fucked
れ
up
が CD ロムに
CD.
違いない。ほら、見てみろ。
ケースの表面に家紋が書いてある。
北条家の家紋だわ。どういう意味かしら。
カレンさん、これを少し貸して
Can
も
we
らえない
have
かな。
this, Karen? I promise
ええ、
we'll
どう
bring
ぞ。
it back.
役立つのなら。
よし、これを持って徳川製薬へ急ごう。
社員 ID の家紋表も見たことだしな。
これで ID チェックはパスできるだろう。
Like to think Jonathan is flipping through the CDs, putting all the wrong ones in just to listen to the music like you are, but he doesn't tell Ed this. So every time he's like, this isn't it. Let's keep checking. But he just sits there, hesitating because the song is good. And Ed starts tapping his foot impatiently, and then he starts bobbing his head. Hey, you know what? This is a good song. This is a good song. Also, I can't get over how this is just a straight up. This is just a cat. There's a cat here. Cover says home. It's just a cat. And that has penguin. Chase. Penguin. We'll listen to more of this music next time we have to come here. It's not gonna be the last time we're gonna be in Karen's house. They both just vibe, but like hide behind a facade of seriousness and investigation. Like we need to listen to it just to be sure. What if it cuts into the white noise? Just to be sure. Just to make we need to make sure. We need to be absolutely sure. To be honest, long hair is passé on Beyond now. They were calling it Karen hair at some point when a lot of people had it. That sounds like a white person insult. You know, one of the good things about living here when it comes to hair? Since the air's cleaner than home, people tend to have nicer looking hair. Karen? Yeah. What? That's a loaded. What about your parents? Dad's very jealous, more so than your average person. He came down hard on Mom for the way she still thought about you. That was only because he loved her. Bruh, that doesn't excuse it. She was a nice person for a mother. To have for a mother. It's too bad things didn't go well between her and Dad. Your mother's saying you're still single? Don't get me wrong, I'm not some career woman or anything. I just don't think I'm ready to start a family. Because of my health, I don't want to be a burden. Still can't find a donor? Nope, still waiting. I was able to move up the waiting list thanks to Dad, but they can't find a match for me. I hope you don't mind me asking, but how are you planning to pay for the transplant? Part of it was going to come from money Dad borrowed from his company. Maybe that's what started this whole thing? So, Hojo was looking for money. I can think of one way to get it. It could be a connection, yeah. It gives weight to what that guy said, too. CD-ROM. Do you know anything about the CD-ROM? Can't believe my father had that here. So, to your knowledge, you only have CDs? Yeah, Dad's collection. His CD's on the shelf there. We were right about Hojo hiding it among his CDs. You know the CD-ROM? Well, we need to know about the family crest to load it. What does your family crest look like? Your come on. Come on. Come on? Or come on? He's like, what are you talking about? Or come on. Oh, okay. The traditional Hojo crest is 3 triangles arranged in a larger triangle. You know, Triforce. Why do you ask? We found out Tokugawa uses family crest for an employee password system. Basically, the only computer that will let us access this disk uses crested passwords. I see. Anything unusual happen? It's funny. Let's talk about CDs. There was a call from a woman saying my dad had borrowed a CD from her. When I told her I didn't know anything about it, she hung up. She asked for a CD? Timing is a little too convenient. It was a woman? Do you have the call data? No, it was encrypted. Plus, it was a voice-only call. A voice-only call? That's what people do if they've got some ulterior motive. I wouldn't call this coincidence. You think they found out about it? Good thing we found it before they did. There's been nothing out of the ordinary besides the phone call. Alright then, I guess we should be heading... Oh wait, look outside. They face the central axis, they're cute. Can we look at the little shrimpies? The shrimp couldn't survive on their own, huh? That's why there's two of them, isn't it? Those little pink things are shrimp. Those are baby shrimp. That's seaweed. That's a coral fragment. There's a huge coral reef at AMM. Back. I think we can... Oh, I don't want to go to the study, no. Karen, I will find your father. I promise. I believe you, Jonathan. I'll put my feelings about you behind me for now. You can count on me for help. Her feelings are hatred. Just saying. We're outside Hojo's place. Alright, let's drive to the pharmaceuticals.
徳川製薬のパソコンを拝借しよう。
うまく忍び込めればな。
Ooh. Man, those guys look pretty happy driving around like that. Ooh. Also, I just want to say that that track is called... Yeah.
徳川製薬に着いたぞ。 よかった。
It's called
誰もいないみた
Owlcat.
いだ。
こんな時間まで会社で残業してる
No
やつ
one's
なんかい
crazy
ない
enough
ぜ
to be working this late.
そうとは限らん。
What?
日本系企業はそれで当たり前なんだ。
That's bad.
24時間体制で働
That's
いてる。
bad.
じゃあ今日は
ビヨンド30周年記念の準備で休みなんだろう。
Good fucking name.
メ
Yeah.
リルが30周年記念の準備
Meryl
が
said
遅
they
れ
were
て
hyped
る
with
と
the
か言ってた
parade.
な。
Yeah.
何か関係あるんだ。
Yeah. God, I love this.
北条の CD ロムをロードするだけだぞ。絶対に。
None of your bullshit in
分か
here.
ってる。長いはしないさ。
Don't be a fucking weirdo. Don't be fucking around, man. Check door. Go
いい
inside
か、ジョナサ
door.
ン。徳川の連中にこんなところ見つかるとことだぞ。どう見ても不
We are
法侵入だ。
fucking up.
見つからなければ問題はない。だろ
Is that a threat?
昔そういうセリフ何度か聞いて失敗しなかったが。
じゃあ、エドはここにいろ。
わかった。
I'm not.
行こう。お前を野放しにする方が危ないからな。
Crime time. Saito? Michael Saito? He's not here.
フロントだ。ガードマンはいないぞ。
Michael Saito went home. Let's go inside. Should I hold his car on the door?
よし。ロックシステムに ID を差し込んでみよう。
I think we're okay. I forgot to examine it, but I think we're okay.
よし。
It likes us.
入ろう。
I feel like there's something missing here.
TBS ルームだ。暗いな。
早いとこ、例の CD ロムをロードしちまおうぜ。
そうだな。俺もこういうところは苦手なんだ。
I feel like there should be a computer here.
エド、見ろ。端末がなくなってる。
Yep.
なんてことは。危険を冒して忍び込ん
I
だの
like
に。
the sting of the music. This game does it
そういえ
occasionally.
ばどっかにも同じ T ギア99があったな。
そうだ。あそこへ急ごう。
We're going to the hospital. We're going to the hospital. The hospital. Wait a second.
あれホワイトボードが消されてるぞ。
誰かが意図的に消したんだろうか。手がかりを隠蔽するために。
そういえば、机の上にあった北条の 2D 写真もなくなって
The
る。
picture Hojo had of him and his wife is gone. Yeah. You think K9 really is a narc capsule like the guy was saying? We can't say for sure yet, but if it is, boy oh boy. That's a mosquito. That's what got loose at BCCH. What a great day that was. Maybe Chris will have another one with her next time. Preferably a malfunctioning one. Fuck off, bro! Let's go to reception. Let's look at the camera. Don't step in front of the camera, they'd have proof we broke in here. Pictures of me never turn out well. You really are one psycho son of a bitch, you know that? Okay, so they're purposefully avoiding the camera. We're going Metal Gear Solid up in this bitch. Cool. Can we go to the back room? Oh, dang it. Let's leave. Let's go to Habada Habada Babada. BCCH. Back room is where they keep all the bodies. Yeah. Hospital this time of the night. We don't have a choice. We gotta fucking go.
BCCH に着いたぞ。こ
We are
の時間
here.
だ。診察はしていないようだ。
Sure is quiet. Everyone's probably asleep by now. This place gives me the willies. The door's open. We can enter in through here. How can something like this happen with a place supposedly run by a computer? Let's go inside. Don't ask questions.
いいか、病院へ入るぞ。
令状もないんだ。見つかると大事だ。気をつけるんだぞ。
もし見つかっても大丈夫だ。
どうして？
どっか具合の悪いところあるだろ。この際だから見てもらえ。
入院するくらいなら捕まった方がマシだよ。
さあ、行くぞ。
Oh, why was there a music sting?
BCCH のロビーだ。
That's
誰
scary.
もいないな。
その方がいろいろと都合がいい。
こんな時間に捜査の許可が出るとは思えんしな。
Why is this starting to feel like a horror game? There's no one at reception. Jonathan, we're not supposed to be here. Let's just do what the fuck we came here to do. No one outside. This is some scary ass music. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta go through Chris's office to get to the fucking pharmaceutical place. To the T gear. Okay, let's go.
薬局には理事長室を通らないといけなかったな。
クリスには悪いが、無断で入るしかない。
よし、行こう。
Yep, let's go. Time to sneak through Chris's place. Oh my god, Chris!
クリス
Hi!
クリスさん、いたんですか？
ちょっと残業してたものだから。それよりもどうしたの？こんな時間に。
Hi.
もしかして不法侵入？
申し訳ない、クリスさん。
どうしても調べたいことがあったもんで。それに扉が開いてた。
The door was open.
理由はどうあれ。これはやりすぎね。
クリスさん、どうか署には
I
通報しない
promise,
で
Chris,
く
we're
だ
not
さい。
gonna say
お願いで
anything.
す。
そうはいかないのよね。
Oh
経営
god.
者としては。
クリス、こんなことがゲイツに知れたら、
Gates
ます
will
ます
murder
立
us
場が悪
dead.
くなる。
Please. I
本当に黙
promise,
って
I
信用
promise,
した
I
りして
promise.
す
We'll
いませ
never
んで
do
した。
anything like this again.
そうね。私に捜査の立ち会いをさせてくれるなら許してあげようかな。
What?
本当？
ちょっと私も興味あるのよね。こういうのって。推理小説みたいでしょ？
Oh, for real?
わかりました。じゃあ、クリスさん、捜査に立ち会ってもらえますか？
Okay. Didn't expect to find you here at this time of night. What a pleasant surprise. Boy, you can turn that on like a faucet, can't you? You look tired. You must be really busy if you're working this late. If I don't stay on top of things, I end up falling behind before I know it. Oh man, don't I understand that. I'm not going to smell her every single time I see her. I get it, she wears lavender perfume. We don't need to smell her every single time. Sorry we tried to sneak in here like this, Chris. There was just something we had to check. Yeah, you told me. So what's going on? Alright, well, Sky, out of context, that looks really bad, but, I promise, there is actually kind of a reason. In space, in this beyond place, no one wears perfume. Because, like, you know, there's a bit of a, like, they're concerned with, like, pollution and, like, not, like, gunking up the air with anything. It's, like, apparently it's been on par with, like, smoking in terms of just, like, smells you don't want. But, like, she doesn't like the smell of drugs, so she wears, like, lavender perfume. And she puts lavender potpourri in her office. So she's, like, one of the only characters that, like, has a distinct smell. So there's an option to smell whenever she's nearby. But just out of context, it's just kind of like, you're just gonna go up to her and sniff? I don't think that's what they're doing. But the mental image is very strong. Let's apologize. I'm sorry, Chris, I had to see you. I can't stop thinking about you. That's bullshit. You expect me to believe that? Sorry, Chris. Truly. We really are sorry. Cops shouldn't do things like this, we know, but... It's alright. You don't have to keep apologizing. I'll help you. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Excuse me, ma'am, may I have a whiff of you? Yeah. And as you can probably tell, since this is a Kojima game, and also since, like, this is also based on, like, stereotypical, like, this is, like, buddy cop movies and stuff like that. They got some skeevy, like, oh, haha, booby joke, flirty joke in here. Apparently, if you... I'm not gonna go into detail, but, like, there's a comment she could have made, like, while you were apologizing, like, that she, like, there's something else I would have liked an apology for, which would have been calling back to what Jonathan did. It's nothing bad, like, super bad, but it's still like, Jonathan, really? You're like a fucking... Dude. Dude, for real? Okay. Enough of ranting about that, but... Is Ishida working today? Slap slap. Yep, pretty much. Except, like, without the mosquito there. You know how it is. I purposefully avoided that, but it's very good to see that the game also recognizes that. Is Ishida working today? No, he hasn't shown up. He's supposed to be here. He's just skipping work? He's never done anything like this before. I can't get a hold of him. It was a nightmare at the pharmacy this morning. I'll need to contact Tokugawa about it. You must have more important things to talk about than me, don't you? You didn't come here to ask me that, did you? I do those things. This doesn't have anything to do with our investigation, but how complex a procedure is a bone marrow transplant? A bone marrow transplant? Well, all transplants are complex procedures, but bone marrow transplants in particular. You can't perform the transplant without a donor whose HLA matches the recipient's. Everything depends on them matching. The problem doesn't hinge on the procedure itself as much as on finding a donor. We know someone who's waiting for a bone marrow transplant. Do they have any siblings? None. In that case, it won't be easy. You need a donor with matching HLA. You can't do the transplant otherwise. ... You look impressed, Jonathan. I guess. We can't play God on everything.
実は CD ロムをロードしたいんだが、ここに徳川の T ギア99は
T ギア99は徳川グループ独自のネットワークコンピューターの端末よ。この病院のコンピューターとは異なるわ。そうね。でも薬局になら
We have one.
石田が
We have
薬の
those.
管理を徳川とネットでつないで行ってたから。
閉めた。これでやっとロードできる。
Let's ask more about the T gear. We definitely have one in the pharmacy. Show the CD. You want to load the data on that, right? Yeah. Let's look at the old photo again. Magazine cover to look at that. You didn't come here to look at that, did you? No, we didn't. But I just wanted to look. Sadaoki seemed happy to see us. Mr. Gates is Mr. Popular. I remember how cute you were, Chris. I don't think you can flatter your way out of this one. He's definitely gained some weight since then. Wait, I want to look at Ed and Jonathan. I was just a kid back then myself. October 2013. Me before I lost everything. You saw that before, didn't you? You were very young. That was a long time ago. Cute little guy. Let's go back. Rather not talk about that picture anymore. Fair enough. Can we smell that? Yes. Lavender's a nice smell. It's just like Chris's perfume. Smell. Nice smell. Perfume reminds me of home. Wearing perfume or cologne is taboo on Beyond, but I just can't stand the smell of drugs. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's go to the pharmacy.
クリス、
We need to use it,
T ギア
please. Let
99
us
を
use
使わ
it.
せてほしいんだが。
大至急重要なことなんだ。
そう。
We
操
do
作例とか
not.
何かある？
もちろん。
What do you
はい。
think?
そうあっさり言われると。わかったわ。
Please?
私、見なかったことにするわ。
Thank you.
ありがとう、クリス。
いいのよ。私、あなたたちを見てると昔の頃を思い出して。ずっと昔のこと。さあ、ついてきて。ロックを解除するわ。さあ、薬局よ。石田はいないわ。
No
Jonathan.
Ishida here.
CD ロムを早くロードしよう。
Yeah. Hey, what's this? Of all the... It's a calendar. Wait, the year on this is 2047. That's 7 years from now. Oh, he told me he got that as a prize from somewhere. I don't know the details, but apparently if you mailed in these tokens, this company would send you something. That's right, I think it had something to do with a video game. Yeah, that crowd does this kind of thing a lot. Collect all the tokens in a set and they give you stuff in return. Why do you think it's for 2047? An attempt at postmodern art? Hey, check out the guy in the middle. He looks a little like Jonathan, don't you think? If you change the hair and the clothes. I guess they're just trying to be cool. Wait a minute, is that Snatcher? I'm gonna look up what year Snatcher takes place in. I'm like 99% sure that's Snatcher. The A Hat in Time guy? No, Snatcher is the previous kind of visual novel-esque, game that Hideo Kojima did. Okay, Neo Kobe City. There's some Snatcher music that's in the CD case. Nothing's giving me Snatch 2047 Snatcher. Come on. I would like to see. Okay, there's nothing that explicitly states that it's 2047. Oh wait, no, yeah, it is 2047. Oh my god. Oh hell yeah, that is Snatcher. And yeah, Jonathan does look like the guy from Snatcher. I forgot his name. Gillian, I think. Or something. Yeah, his name's Gillian Seed. Okay, enough of that. Let's look at the T gear. Sorry about that. I just got excited about like the Snatcher thing. I wonder if I can play Snatcher on stream. Cause that seems like a fun game to play too. I don't know that much about it. Relatively. In comparison to this game, but... That also reminds me, Tomb Raider is also a game that's on my to-do list for streaming. Let's use it!
クリス、じゃあ見ててくれ。今から面白い魔法を見せてやる。
ワクワクしちゃう。
I like you, Chris. $3D! Power button. This thing, right? Is this power button? Tokugawa crest. Oh, come on. Expect the logo to be a bit bigger though. Is that power button? Press power button.
よし、電源を入れるぞ。
Ooh. Light up keyboard. Insert ID card. Yeah. You got it, boss. I'm assuming here, right? Yeah.
ジョナさん、北条の ID カードを入れるぞ。
It talks. And it lights up all pretty. ID card verified.
ID カード確認。
よし、ID カードのチェックをパスしたぞ。次はこのカードの使用者が本人かどうかのチェックが入る。
なんだかドキドキしちゃうわ。
社員コードのチェックを行います。
Authenticate.
次に挙げる人物の徳川社員コードを順に選んでください。指示された人物の徳川社員コードをモニターから選び、該当する家紋をクリックしてください。
いわゆる徳川社員しか知らない暗号ってわけか。
社員コードなんて あなたたちわかるの？
任しといてくれ。予習済みだ。
Oh, Kobayakawa. Boy. That one. Tokugawa. Yeah, that one's easy. Where is it? It's that one. Wait, no, I think I pressed the wrong one. Fuck. Shit. You would think with the fucking thing in front of me, oh, it's this one. It's really compressed. I didn't recognize it. Ah, fuck. Well, what was Sasaki, anyways? This one. Also, I did watch that Yugo Limbo short, but I think I would like to. Shimazu. Also, by the way, this is copyright protection. This is to make sure that, like, you got a legitimate copy of the game and you weren't just, like, illegally obtaining the games back then when piracy was a big problem and actually affecting like, the industry. But in these days, you should totally pirate things, especially with what's going on with PS3, PSP, and the PlayStation Vita. You need to pirate your games. Have those games available to access at all times. Shimazu's like this. Ishida. Ding! Let's try again. Asai. That one. Ishida. That one. Yeah, they changed a bit. Like I said, it's copyright protection. In the game manual, there's a key for all these things. Like they would there's pictures of like all of the crests and the families that they belong to. This is to prevent, like I said, the game from being pirated. And it existed in a lot of like early games. The most annoying ones I can think of are like King's Quest games where like the copyright protection would like show up in the middle of the fucking game, which I guess is technically what's happening here. And it'd be some really fucking... Oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze, I think. Nope, no I don't. No I don't, I'm fine. Just got the tickle in my nose. But anyways, it's not like this one where like you could look up the crests because they're literally historical crests. They could look up and find out what they are. In those cases, it'd be like really esoteric, like things that you need like a code or like a key from the manual in. And they do the same thing in Metal Gear Solid, where when you need to contact Meryl, funny enough, in that game, the colonel tells you, "Hey, look at the back. Look at the back of the CD case. Her code's written down at the back of the CD case." And if you don't have a physical copy of the game, it's like, what the fuck you mean? Back of the CD case, Campbell? And so you gotta either look up a picture of her codec number or just guess. Guessing a codec number is hell. Absolute hell. But yeah. absolutely rampant in early games. What's Saito again? It's a pretty flower. This one specifically. Hojo. The Hojo one. Triangles. Tokugawa. It's not this one. It's not that one. It's this one. Honda. Tadakatsu Honda. Oh, it's the one that I picked last time that I mistook for. That I mistook for them. I did it! I did the thing. Cool. Woo! He's ready for a fucking movie. Cool.
見せ物はこれからさ。
Yo! Welcome. We're gonna play it. Put in the CD. I believe it's this. Insert the CD.
王女の CD ロムを入れる
Man,
ぞ。
it's so sad that CDs have become antiquated even in this age, even though they still sell them. Whoa. Cool. Also kind of fast moving. But it's so sad that it's antiquated now because not even laptops or like a lot of computers don't have like CD players these days. You gotta get like a separate like machine for it that you attach like via USB. K9? Oop. Eyes only. Pay attention.
CD を読み込んだぞ。出るぞ。
Here it comes.
見ろ。
CD and DVD players, yeah. Which is why some like programs
徳川は皆様
aren't
に
like
数
available
々の麻
to
薬偽装輸送システム
like install
DDS を K
like
シリー
some
ズ中心に
Wacom
提供してまいりました。
tablet stuff. I'll be quiet.
K1 から K8 までさまざまな DDS を使った麻薬の偽装に精力を注いでまいりました。しかし残念ながらこれまでの商品はナーク麻薬を公に販売、誰にでも入手可能な DDS を作り出すというコンセプトを満足させる結果には及びませんでした。しかし今回の K シリーズの最新作 DDS はこれまでのそういった問題を全てクリアしうる可能性を秘めた商品です。ナーク麻薬を安全に、そして自在に売買できる、それが徳川の新製品ナークカプセル K9 なのです。では K9 の優れた偽装システムをご説明しましょう。ナークカプセルの特徴は薬剤を包むカプセルのゼラチンの中にナークをプログラムしているところにあります。ですから新薬大衆薬を問わずデザイナーズフードや機能性食品といったあらゆるものに偽装流通させることが可能なのです。つまり内容物を変えることで流通経路はどのようにもなります。病院、薬店、スーパー、内容物にあった公の販売ルートがいくらでも広がるわけなのです。ナークカプセルは封入式ではなくキャップ式になっていますので、個人でも簡単に中身を取り出すことができます。そしてもう一つの偽装安全策を用意しております。いくらカプセル側にナークをプログラムしたところで公的な市場で流通させるにはあまりにも危険です。そこで徳川の最新テクノロジーはナークそのものを科学的に2つに分離することに成功。これらを別々のカプセルにプログラムすることにより、これらのカプセルを同時に服用して初めてナークの効果が得られるようにしたわけです。私どもではこれをバイナリー麻薬と呼んでおります。カプセル自体へのプログラム A、B2 つのカプセル同時服用という2ランクの安全システムにより偽装効果はほぼ完璧となります。
これでもう麻薬取り締まりによる妨害も損失も恐れる必要はなくなりました。しかもナークカプセルは無重量化でも均等に素早く溶解する性質を持っております。宇宙での使用も問題ありません。それでは次に A、B の分離されたカプセルの見分け方をご説明しましょう。その見分け方はいとも簡単。それぞれのカプセル表面には製剤識別コードを兼ねた目印がつけてあります。この徳川のマークが目印となります。徳川の三つ葉葵の一部が欠けているのがお分かりでしょう。この欠けた部分を持つカプセルを割り符のように対にして服用するとナークとして作用する仕組みとなっています。これらはそれぞれ片方だけを服用してもナークの作用は全く現れません。したがって危惧される一般市場での事故は心配ありません。組み合わせのキャッチは徳川を一つにです。そしてこの形態ではあらゆる麻薬探知機にも反応しません。現存する探知機ではこれらを探知することは不可能なのです。いかがです？これが徳川のハイテクノロジーが生んだ DDS-K9 ナークカプセルです。我々はナークカプセルを自信を持ってお送りします。どうぞこの K9 をあなたの取引に利用してみてください。皆様の良きご理解を期待しております。
Good God. Oh,
なる
Chris,
ほ
you're
ど。
pretty.
あのカプセルはやはり麻薬か。ロレインが預かったあの葉はこのトリックを伝える
That's
もの
what
だ
the
った。
leaf was trying to tell us.
徳川め、うまいこと考えやがったな。
こんなバカなことって。
俺は一製薬会社だけの犯罪じゃないぜ。ましてや北条の個人プレーなんかじゃな。大きな組織がついて
This
る。
is some crazy shit.
徳川にマフィア、
Mafia.
証拠がないぞ。
Tokugawa. So
相手
many
が徳
people.
川となるとそれなりの切り札となる証拠がな。こんな CD なら誰にでも作れる。
Very
証拠
interesting
ならあるぜ。
presentation that they created.
今度は中身ではなくカプセルの方をな。
Come on, Victor.
ロレインが命がけで
Let's
守
take
っ
a
た
look
も
at
んだ。
those capsules.
この CD の内容が事実かどうか。もし本当なら大変なことになる。
Damn.
大変だわ。こんな麻薬が私の病院から大手を振って売買され
You
てた
could
なん
sell
て。
this shit right under
なん
people's
てことな
noses.
の？この CD が事実なら病院だけじゃなくて。
あらゆる薬にナーコを隠すことができる。
You could hide it in anything.
薬店や薬局で売られたら止めようがないわ。
徳川とマフィアの狙いは
It's
そう
like a
だ。
super drug.
クリス、
They've
DNA の
described
サンプ
it
ルがないか
as
調べ
like
てみてくれないか。
わかったわ。でもここに置いていくほど彼らはバカじゃないと思うけど。
石田もグルだろうか。
oh, it's a shooter.
可能性は高いな。
Sorry, I'm
北
getting
条側
distracted
か
by the
徳川
cutscene.
側かはわからんが。
どちらにせよ、ここにいれば K9 の正体を知らなかったはずはな
He
い。
has to know. He
問
has
題
to
は
know.
石田が北条の共犯だとすれば、徳川もマフィアも
Wouldn't they be going
石田
after
を消し
Ishida
にか
too?
かる。
BCP へ戻ろう。
Hmm.
カプセルを調べ直すんだ。
Victor. Okay, but they have described Narc as having the addictive
監視課へ急ごう。
qualities of morphine and the hallucinogenic
おおかえり。
properties
どうした
あ
そんなに慌てて。
ビク
LSD.
トル、例のカプセルのトリックが分かったぞ。
カプセル？ああ、あの風邪薬か。
中身ではなく、中身を包むカプセル自体にナークが仕込まれていたんだ。ゼラチンの中にな。
なんとカプセルにか。それは思いつかんかった。
しかも A と B のカプセルを同時に服用して初めてナークとなる仕掛けだ。
Mhm.
片方の服用だけでは作用しないんだ。
バイナリー麻薬。そんなことが可能なんじゃろうか。
それを今から証明するんだ。 ビクトル、例のカプセルをもう一度分析し直してくれ。
残念じゃがそれはできん。
Hello?
ハモカプセルも AP が持っていった。
Fuck!
あいつじゃ、あのレッドウッドとかいうフローズナーじゃ。
God damn it, Redwood. Tony!
なぜ AP が。
あんたらがあいつらに頼んだんじゃないのか。わしはてっきり。
おかしいな。あのカプセルのことは AP には言ってないはずなんだが。
エド、AP へカプセルを取り返しに行こう。
I don't think we're gonna get
取り
those
返したら
fucking pills
わしに
back.
も見せてくれ。
I wanted him to be cool so bad. Doc. If those capsules work like you say they do, boy, the shit's really gonna splatter now! Knock will spread to every corner of space. There's a number of designer foods and functional foods that come in capsule form. It might not even be limited to capsules. We absolutely have to get those capsules back. Oh my god. He said he was going to have AP Science use it and analyze them. I didn't think much of it at the time. Looks like he tricked me. A binary narcotic. Who would have thought? I figured we were years away from that. Gorby, how you holding up, man? How's life, Gorby? I think he likes you, Jonathan. He happy. He's happy. Fair enough. You go get some rest. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye. Check this CD out. This disc contains the secret behind Tokugawa's capsules. Regardless of what's on it, we still need actual evidence. You're sure it was Redwood who took them? Yeah, he was the one. I don't like that guy. Nor do I trust AP. Why don't you go talk to him? He's the one who took them. You suspect Tokugawa really are behind these capsules? Only an organization with some hefty resources could have come up with something like that. With everything Tokugawa has at their disposal, I figure it's totally feasible. Can't imagine any other company or the Mafia being able to pull it off and make it look like Tokugawa's work. It is definitely their drug code on them, but that's not the complete proof we need. Boy. Wait, let me go to Vice. I want to talk to Meryl and Dave real quick before I go see Redwood. Guys! You'll never believe it! Oh, you look like a mellow guy. Total opposite of most cops I've known. Thanks for not mentioning it when you first saw me. I'm self-conscious about my appearance. All my life, everyone's told me all I ever do is smile. It's both my teachers. Dave thinks he looks cool like this. You're alright, Dave. Ask about Tokugawa's actions. From what we know, we can't conclusively prove. Oh, nothing new. His smile is nice. She's gonna punch me. I'm gonna go now. Hey, Redwood! You're back in your fucking chair, huh? Sitting over there, fuck you. He's holding the pill now! Bitch!
このカプセルだろ。そのカプセル。あの老いぼれは信用ならねえ。で、俺がここの最新設備で調べてやったんだが。
It's a shame that your voice is so lovely.
単なるカプセル剤だ。人騒がせな奴らだ。なく騒ぎだとはな。どうして
told you that?
みんな知ってるさ。この騒ぎだからな。
No.
しかしとんだ猿芝居だ。
No.
こいつ。
言わせておけ、ジョナサン。
Don't.
ほらよ、返すぜ。
These aren't it.
ビクトルに調べ直してもらおう。
待て。エド、よく見ろ。この製剤識別マーク。これはロレインから預かったカプセルじゃない。
製剤識別コードの一部が欠けてな
You
い。
just gotta give him a kiss,
Nah,
and then and then that'll
これは
convince him to
ジーソ
stop
ンから
being
預かった
evil.
カプセルだ。間違いない。
No, you're lying.
レッドウッド。
You're lying. It's bad to
こ
lie.
れはあんたらと違って忙しいんだ。ビ
Mean.
ヨンド30周年記念パレードの警備の打ち合わせもしなくちゃならん。
I thought that was
こん
canceled.
なつまらんことにいつまでも関わってる暇ない。
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Son of a bitch. Now what?
唯一の証拠だったのに。
くそ。この BCP に奴らの犬が。
He left.
ビクトルかレッドウッドか。
いや、味方がいるかどうか。
I'm saying right here, right now,
さて、
Meryl
あ
and
の
Dave
プラ
are
トニアの
safe.
裏は取れなかったが、どうする？
They were down there in the junkyard with us from day one. They were willing to help out when Ed wasn't even completely convinced to do it. Did he get high on Nork? Is he high on Nork? Did he eat them? That's one way to get rid of evidence. Where are the pills, Redwood? I no longer have them. Where are they? I no longer have them. These chairs are designed for their stupid body armor. God damn. You find him passed out on the top floor, pew pew away. God, I wish. That would have been so fucking funny. I have talk. I do not have your capsules. Now, if you'll excuse me a moment. Capsules? That reminds me, there was a call from a Chris at BCCH. She said to tell you that she couldn't find those capsules anywhere. Oh, fuck. What capsules was she talking about? You don't need to worry about it, Dave. Redwood arrived on home on an ASL flight the day before Hojo's wife was killed, and apparently, the ticket was charged to the Tokugawa group. I happened to sit next to him on my flight here. He said he'd gone to visit some family or something. That's weird. He's from beyond. I've never heard of him having any family on home. The possibility of his involvement in Lorraine's murder has always been in the back of my mind. It's only speculation, but he was in the position to go after Hojo's wife. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he really is involved with Tokugawa or the Mafia. Yeah, the dude's a bitch. Hey Meryl, what's up? Capsules? What are you talking about? I guess Dave took that call. I honestly don't know anything. I don't know him that well, but I still wouldn't like to have that guy for a partner. So the chief could tell you more about him. Is that true? No, I don't know him either. Meryl, did something happen between Red and Edward? Ed and Redwood? Well, no, nothing happened. Just drop it, alright? Frozeners are the reason I left the military, remember? That way you don't like them? I finally got out of the military and came to Beyond, but then I get here and what happens? Yeah, I feel you. You just can't get away from them. Well, it's not only that. Well, anyway, be careful with him. You don't know what he might be up to. Just walks away, stops, and then fucking crumbles. Yeah! Hell yeah! Fucking stupid. Redwood stupid. This is Foxhound's old insignia. Most people here don't recognize it. Yeah, because the new one's like that cool fox with a knife in its mouth. But this one's the more cartoony one. It's still cool. Still like it. Go. Don't actually need these for my job or anything. Stop looking at my nose! I'm self-conscious about my nose! Let's go back to forensics and tell Victor. Did you get the capsules back? No. The capsules have been switched. The ones we got back are fakes. Blia! I should have never handed them over to him. Think you can make a fool out of Victor Jurgens? Sorry, guys. It was my fault. No, Victor, no! It wasn't. You gave them to Redwood personally, Victor? Yeah, it was him. No doubt about it. Must have been him that switched them. Bastard, trying to blame me? I'm sorry, guys, I really am. Victor, I am holding you by your wonderful, wonderful face. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Ace Attorney Policenauts AU, I think that would be fun. Considering they're in a pretty similar, like, style, like, visual novel-wise, I think that could be pretty fun. It's one of their employees and it's their capsules. There's no way they've got absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm sure they're involved in some form. Yeah. Hey, Gorby. It's Victor's forensic robot, the aide. It's like his assistant, his wife, his son. Must serve many roles. Jonathan, what the fuck are you talking about? Gorby's move translated onto the scene. Gorby's the only one who can put up with Dr. Jurgens. No, that's not true! Didn't Dave say that he likes him? How are you doing, Gorby? Gorby doing good. Not to mention the guy worked for them, so of course they're connected? Yep! I mean, legally speaking, I guess they don't have any solid, concrete evidence within their hands right now, but just speaking, it's the witness, the things that they've witnessed. It's very much, like, it's very incriminating. But again, the CD can't be used as legal evidence in court because it's an outdated it's outdated data. That is a real legal thing that exists even here, like today. Like, let's say you put like some incriminating evidence on a floppy disk. Because the floppy disk is, well, dated media, you can't submit it to the court. I think the idea is that they don't want, like, old information being, like, mixed in with new. But if you have, like, a brand new floppy disk that's, like, it doesn't have anything on it, or, like, you overwrite it, you could potentially get away with that. But also, it's like, oh my god, that's a lot of work. It's fuck. I guess we'll go. Bye. What? It'll be nice when you're gone. We can finally get rid of the smell. Just go on and on, don't you? Fuck. Okay, I don't know. Let's go to the AP room again and let's talk to Gates. Or AP. Maybe that's the thing we're talking. Gates! Your fucked up frozen or pupil stole our pills. Chief, we believe the capsules we got from Hojo have been switched by Redwood. Switched? Now, why would he do something like that? Are you sure you're not mistaken? I won't have you throwing accusations at my men without any proof. You can't go around accusing people without anything to back it up. Where is your evidence? Jonathan, I've known Redwood far longer than I've known you. Well, you've known Redwood that long because he wasn't in space floating forever. He wasn't floating in space for 25 years. Don't be a little bitch about it. Your fucking son frozen or stole my drugs. You better ground him right now. I was using that. Not for the things you think, but I was using that. I don't want to hear any more of this. I won't stand for your slander of my frozen son. If you can't trust your compatriots, then who can you trust? You can't go basing decisions solely on speculation. As I told you before, Frozeners are the sons of us astronauts. I won't have you. This CD contains the secret behind Tokungawa's Narc capsules. We need to find out where that came from and get hold of evidence to back it up. Tokungawa runs a huge empire. He's got a lot of enemies. Any one of them could have made that. No, it's too specific. I'm not showing that ID card to Gates. Makes that thing I have downstairs look like a joke. Talking about the share. Oh, let's go to the lobby. I don't think we have anything else. What? We don't know the full picture. Okay, do we need to go back to, like, Vice? Victor knows shit. Don't act like Victor doesn't know shit. Victor knows shit. Pick up any leads. How are the things looking out there? It's not looking good. Sup? Oh, this is one of those pixel hunts. Listen up, guys. You're looking at the CD containing the secret behind Narc. It explains everything. A CD? You don't see many of those anymore. Couldn't use that as evidence. I know. Hey, Meryl. What? Here's CD. It's in a CD. Doesn't seem very professional if you ask me. Unfortunately, we just can't prove anything with that. I'm not good at small talk. Be careful with Redwood. Think it'd be safer and easier to hold someone alive somewhere rather than kill them and try to dispose of the body. Victor felt the same way. I haven't been able to fucking kick ass at all. Just like Dave said. On home, they're looking the other way because the victim was a beyond, while BCP isn't interested because it happened on home. Neither one is conducting a serious investigation. Yes? Yes, ma'am?
パイオニア10号のナインスターズってやつから伝言があったわ。
パイオニア10号？
やつだ。あの AMM のタレコミや。
状況が変わった。今日のビヨンド時間04時に例のパイオニア前へ来いって。
4 a.m.
女の声だったわ。
Woman's voice.
女の声。映像は？
いえ、音声信号だけだったわ。プロテクトされてたから録音もできなかったし。
やつは女だった？
わからない。機械的に音声を変調してたかもしれない。
最近のプロテクトって強烈なんだ。BCP なんかより一般の技術の方が進んでるんだ。
ホームなまりは？
そういえばあったかも。
そうか。
Home
どうした
accent.
エド？いや、一つ気になることが。
エド、今度こそ奴を捕まえようぜ。ナークカプセルがなくなった今、頼りは奴しかいない。
デカ長、そろそろ僕らの出番かな。
Be on standby, please.
待ってろ。
ヨナさん、いつでもいいよ。あんたの助けならいつでも OK さ。
Oh,
ありがとう、デイブ。
thank you,
その
Dave.
時は頼む。
Meryl?
ああ、任せてくれ。
Talk about the phone call. I couldn't record it because of the encryption, but it was definitely a woman's voice. And it sounded like someone's real voice, not something run through a machine or anything. If they call again, I'll try and trace it. Even if it is a trap. Still could be fun, don't you think? Dave is a good man. I wasn't the one who answered the call, so I don't know anything about it. I guess Meryl can't tell you much about it either. Okay, let's go. Let's get over to AMM. Something must have happened to our guy. We need to find our guy. Move! We need to go outside. I'm worried about the informant. We better hurry. We need to find that informant. We need to make sure he's okay. Ooh. It's not our car, Jonathan. We can go to Ed's house? We don't have any time to hang around my house. Let's get to AMM. Fair enough. Let's go.
よし、タレコミ屋が待ってる。AMM へ向かうぞ。
今度こそ正体を
I'm
掴んでや
done
る。
playing with this bitch. I'm gonna fucking get him. I'm going to grab him. I am going to get him. I am going to hold him in my hands and say, "What the fuck, sir?"
夜の AMM か。不気味だな。
おかしいな。奴らしくない。
This don't seem right.
こんな寂しいところを指定してくると
I mean, it is
状況が
nice.
変わったとか言ってたが、何かあったんだろ
とにかく嫌な場所だ。昼間賑やかな博物館ほど夜は気
You
味が
could say it's a night at the museum. Okay, let's go inside.
う。なんだ、鍵がかかってないぞ。
Uh-oh.
当たり前だ。俺たちはナインスターズのご招待だぞ。
なるほど、奴を待たせてしまったな。
ナインスターズか。ふざけたやつだ。今度こそ正体を暴いてやる。
Time to meet Two
ジョ
Fists.
ンさん。
Fuck yeah, Jonathan. Punch him out. Oh, why is the sting of the music happening? Stop doing that. That scares me.
気味悪いな。
Not like in a jump scare way, but it just makes me nervous. Fossilized coral reef. Spent thousands of years alive on home, you can't help but respect it. Yeah. Let's check every corner.
月面コーナーだぞ。
This place
静
sucks.
かだ。
So
本
still.
当に月面にいるようだ。
This is what the moon is
何か
like.
気配がしないか。
Get the feeling we're being
Edo.
watched. I don't like that! Hello? Type of suit that Formanson was wearing. Doesn't look like the informant's inside here, does it? No, it's just a figure. Nope. Beyond a corner. What happened to our heads?
ビヨンドコーナーだ。
What happened to our heads?
見ろ。俺たちの首が切り取られてる。
悪質ないたずらをする奴らがいるな。
嫌な予感がする。
I think we're gonna replace the
ナインスター
mannequins.
ズを探そう。
I think it's gonna be the other way around. I think we are going to become mannequins now. It looks like it's been cut with a laser cutter. Whoever did this went through a lot of trouble. I don't think it was a bunch of high schoolers who did this. It's clearly aimed at us as some kind of threat. Can't say I want to end up like this. Same for this one. It's a nice clean cut. Who'd do something like this? These guys are fine. Gates hasn't been touched. Everyone else is fine. Salvatore's took off our heads. Creepy stuff. Nothing wrong with Sadaoki's. Big surprise. Looks like we're the favorites. Oh boy, let's go to the space corner. Ah!
探査コーナーだ。
この宇宙服、あのタレコミ屋の。
ジョンさん、首がない。俺たちポリスノーツの人形と同じ
Except
だ。
he's a real person.
パイオニアのプレートにも何か書いてある。
Are we going to ignore the body?
その宇宙服にも書いてあるぞ。
Boy.
胸に何か書いてある。
この剣から
Drop
手
the
を引
case,
け、リスノー
Policenauts.
ツだとさ。
俺たちへの脅しか？
どうしたジョナサン、座り込んで。
いや、ちょっと調べ物さ。
This is someone's attempt at a threat. I think it's a pretty clear threat if Jonathan was checking something. I think this is not an attempt. I think this is a very clear threat. My god. It's the record that was placed on the Voyager probes.
ジョナサン、血だ。人間の血だ。
なんだ？血が太陽系を指してるぞ。これは何かのメッセージだ。
木星のあたりか。木星？
あのホログラムだ。あそこに太陽系がある。
それだ。後ろのホログラムを見てみよう。
Fuck. Must mean something. Let's take a look at the hologram. Yeah, one of them was a symbol for a family name.
ジョナサン、おかしいぞ。
どうかしたか？
What the fuck's up?
惑星が一つ多いんだ。
Extra
惑星が
planet?
10個置いてる。
一つ多いって。
Pluto, I don't think was included here.
なんだろう、この惑星。
Oh, this one's real. This one's a real one. This one's physical.
よくわからん。
This one's in the real. The fuck's up with this then? What the fuck?
何か動いてるぞ。
Oh god!
石だ。なんてこった。タレコミは石田だったのか。
Ishida was 9 stars. The Ishida family crest was 9 stars.
これは見ろ、この惑星の形。上から見るとちょうど石田の家紋供養になる。ナインスターズってのは石田の家紋、つまり社員コードだったんだ。そうか。
I'm concerned with the amount of mosquitoes that are landing on top of the screen.
ジョナサン、感心してる場合じゃないぞ。徳川の殺人マスキートだ。
They're gonna start sucking my blood.
俺たちも石田のように一滴も残らず血を吸い取られるぞ。
罠か。
I'm just gonna shoot at some bugs now. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine.
ジョナサン、マスキートが攻撃してきたぞ。撃ち落とせ。放っておけばどんどん血を吸われるぞ。
Are you serious? I simply don't know what to do other than just keep shooting. Can we go now?
ダメだ、キリがない。
ジョナサン、
We're shooting at bugs literally the size of mosquitoes. I don't think this is gonna be effective. Move. 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 Moon corner.
月面コーナーだ。
Huh? Oh god!
撃て、ジョナサン。
Shoot, motherfucker! Ow!
やったか。
He did.
まずはな、ジョナサン。早く逃げよう。マスキートが追ってくる。
しかしエド、本当に撃てないんだな。
すまん。援護はできん。
Look.
こんなところに消火器があったのか。
宇宙服で見えなかっただけだ。あまり目に触れないようにしてあるんだろう。
酸アルカリ消火器のようだな。逆さまにして使うやつだ。
火災じゃないんだ。役には立たん。早く逃げよう。
Fucking move to the beyond corner. Fuck, I don't know. Can we just
ロ
go?
ビーだ。どうする？入り口まで走るか。
ダメだ。こいつらを外に漏らすと大変だ。
じゃあどうする？犠牲になれとでも？
何か方法があるはずだ。考えろ。考えるんだ。
マスキートのセンサーは？
単純なものだ。蚊と同じで
Home in on
CO2 を
CO2.
感知して寄ってくるようプログラムされている。
ということは、俺たちの吐く
We
息
are
の他に
staring directly
CO2 を
at
多く
something
含ん
with
だ
a
も
lot
の
of
がある。
CO2.
うまくいけばそれでマスキートを一箇所に集められる。
I think we're going to have to destroy a little bit of history right
この
now.
AMM で CO2 を含んだもの。確か最初に来た時、説明を聞いたような気がする。
Yep. We gotta shoot at it.
CO2 か。
We don't have any dry ice. What are you talking about?
ドライアイスはないだろう。
そうだ。あの消火器はどうだ。
But
CO2 を発生
The,
させら
the
れる。
coral.
なるほど。月面コーナーだったな。
消火器を取りに行こう。
I don't wanna. The coral's right there. You were literally telling me about the CO2 in the. Oh, come on.
あったぞ。さっきの消火器だ。早く噴出させよう。
Dumb men.
よし、下がってろ。今消火器を使うぞ。逆さにしてと。お、何も反応がない。
Yeah?
亀裂が入ってるぞ。
これはダメだ。壊れてる。ほら、中の炭酸ナトリウム溶液が。
Did we accidentally shoot it?
さっきの打ち合いで弾が当たったんだ。
Okay.
さあ、
I'm
ついて
sorry.
ない。
Listen, an astronaut was shooting at me. What the fuck you want from me? Yeah, that.
このサンゴはどうだ？石灰質だ。
そうだ。いいぞ、ジョナサン。サンゴは
Yeah.
大量に CO2 を吸
Yeah.
収してる。
Pretty much.
あんな消火器より大量の CO2 が出るはずだ。
But at least they get it a little faster.
このサンゴ礁
Dissolve it?
そうすれば CO2 が
How the
発生する。
fuck do we dissolve it?
どうやって？
塩酸で溶かす。
Oh, so we do need the fire extinguisher, huh?
サンなんてどこにある？
酸ならあるぞ。
Where?
どこに？
月面コーナーに消火器があったろ。
Oh my
あのタイプは
god.
酸アルカリ消火器だ。消火器の中心に硫酸が入っているんだ。
A vial?
あれは壊れてただろう？
Yeah,
弾が
it
当
was
たって
damaged.
外側の炭酸ナトリウムが漏れてただけだ。中の硫酸は使える。
I don't remember that part. Come on.
上下を逆さまにすると外の炭酸ナトリウムと反応するタイプだ。それを使おう。
Can we go now? The moon corner, use the fire extinguisher and pick it up.
あったぞ。さっきの消火器だ。
You gotta tell me it's broken too?
よし、間違いなく酸アルカリ消火器だ。
確かに中に硫酸が入っている。亀裂は入っているが大丈夫だ。
Yeah!
硫酸は漏れてないようだ。
よし、外すぞ。
Oh, okay.
よいしょ。
Don't.
手が滑る。ジョナサン、ロビーへ急ごう。
I don't remember this part. Oh
消火器を
god.
投げる。中心を撃ち抜いてくれ。
What?
わかった。射撃なら任せろ。
Oh!
何万年も閉じ込められていた古代の CO2 だ。
やったぞ。うまくいった。ジョナサン、今のうちに脱出しよう。
よし、扉を閉めてこいつらを隔離するぞ。
Yeah. This is strange. I guess. I do want to save. Oh my god. This is quite an interesting fucking. Oh boy. Part of me doesn't want to keep going because it's going to be like it's going to be hit after hit after hit. So I don't know how much I want to like do that. I might call it for tonight then because like I feel like a lot has happened and I feel like the next section will be more cohesive if I do it all together. I think I finished Act 2 anyhow. Did I?
危うく奴らの罠にはまるところだった。
BCP に連絡して、 中に閉じ込めたマスキートの処理を頼もう。
Hold
街
up.
に出
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it off for tonight. It's earlier than I normally would have done for the streams, but it's going to be the next stream is going to be like a heavy hitter. There's going to be a lot of things happening in that one. Let me just put on some music so I'm not just talking. But that's extremely interesting, actually. The reason why I immediately went like, other than the fact that Ed mentioned that the coral had CO2 in it, I remember a past playthrough that was literally their last option. The extinguisher was like completely fucked up. It was just super fucked up and like nothing was usable. So they literally had to like blow some holes into the coral and it would have released the CO2, which is probably why it appeared over the coral like it did. But the implication here that they kind of saved it by using the fire extinguisher is kind of interesting. Yeah. I hate to leave off on such like a high note, on such like an energizing note where like we have so many questions, but like I said, there is a lot that's going to be happening in the next part. This game is gonna start hitting pretty heavy. It's not heavy, but it's gonna be fast paced. It's gonna start going. Oh man, I just realized that there's going to be a section next part, which might take some quite a good amount of time, but hopefully I'll be able to get through it. It's a fun section, but it's also one that will require me to like save scum it a little bit. So lots of save states. It's real interesting. Good cliffhanger for next time. Yeah, this is a good cliffhanger, and like it's a pretty reasonable place to leave off at. So like if anyone's joining in from like a previous stream or like coming in for the first time, like at least there's gonna be a little bit of context before they start. It's gonna be like, we gotta call in because the mosquitoes were trapped in the building and we need to find out who the fuck killed Ishida. So, those are the questions that hopefully we are going to get answered next time. Who killed Ishida? What the fuck is up with the pills? How are we gonna get some solid evidence for those pills? Are we going to get Redwood? Who was the guy in the suit? I forgot to check on him, but I'm pretty sure if you check on him, they say that he's dead. Unless it changes from game to game, like the reef, like the coral reef thing. But I do remember in the playthrough that I saw before, it said that like he's not breathing anymore. I do have some interesting information to bring up about that, but it's also like I can't say it without getting further into the plot. it's going to be quite a ride. There's going to be some more shooting sections as well. Probably not going to be as much of me talking, actually, in the next stream. I think it's going to be a lot more action-packed. But, regardless, it was very fun. I genuinely love to learn all that information. It was very fun to go through all this. Always happy to play this game on stream. I'm probably shooting for the next stream to be on Wednesday, I want to say. I want to say at like 7 p.m. I planned to do it at 6:30, but some things came up and laptop needed a restart. So, yeah. Like hopefully like I'll get like a pre-stream going on at around like 6:50 or like 7 sharp, and then after a few minutes of like people filing in, we can continue on this exciting journey. Thank you for watching it. I'm glad that you're invested in it. It's a very fun story, and this is where it really starts picking up, and it starts like really getting the gears in your brain turning. Really gets you to start thinking and get really motivated and excited for seeing what's going to happen next. But until then, till the next stream, I'll see you guys later. You guys take care of yourselves. Go have a stretch, drink some water, get something to munch on a little bit, rest up, and just be nice to yourselves. Take care and have a good night.